Hello, everybody, and welcome. It is that time. It is back. We are here. It is.
Jared. Oh my god!
It's back.
Someone's excited. Jared, please.
Thank you, Jared, for the 50 gift subs.
Wild.
Lamau.
Jared, you're in my Strahd game tomorrow. I'm going to take your other leg. Just don't. Everybody say thank you. Everyone say thank you to Jared Fadewater for.
Thank you, Jared.
For 50 gift subs. I appreciate you. Welcome to What's Left of Us, the monthly TTRPG stream where we all gather together and play our silly little games or silly little fun. And certainly no one ever has emotional damage whatsoever.
No, never.
So,
that's never happened.
First of all, I want to direct you all to the chat where you'll see our lovely moderators. Vernon's in my bio, that's Sam. And Slyfox. They will both be bouncing in and out today, I believe, but everything should be okay. If you have any pressing questions, you can ask, and if they are around, they will be able to answer for you. Otherwise, you should hold your questions until the very end of the stream. After we are done, we have a little tiny, couch that we all sit on, metaphorically, and answer all your questions. So please hold on to those. We will answer questions about this episode, about any episode previously, any of your weird burning questions. Why am I an acorn? Is one that comes up occasionally. Because it is.
Many are asking.
Aside from that, of course, if you're terrible in chat, our moderators will take care of you by booting you out the exit. This is a role-playing game, which means everyone at the table has consented to a bunch of the things that are going to be happening here, but you at home have not. So if anything in the game happens that's a little bit too much for you, please feel free to dip out and dip back in as your emotional state allows. Self-care is very important. We love that you love our show, but don't hurt yourselves. I don't think there's anything else this month.
This year.
This year.
This century.
Who could tell?
Spoiler alert, this show is becoming weekly.
This is a spoiler alert. It's becoming monthly, bi-yearly.
All right. Well, both of those are bad for different reasons.
Mm-hmm, yeah. All right. Well then, everybody, let's dive in so that I can give you all a recap.
I definitely need recap. I haven't seen the last episode.
Absolutely. We bring you here to a beautiful sunny day in the high forest, which is weird because when our characters teleported here just moments ago, it was nighttime on the Sword Coast, and they had been fighting something inhabiting Emilia von Arsolenne's body. Oh yes, that's right. Previously, the party had decided to travel to Emery's family home, and in an effort to get her sister out of a dangerous situation, they dove into her house and got her sister out, in addition to Emery having a chat with her father. I'm going to say that nicely because it was very emotionally damaging on purpose. And upon exiting, I very rudely stole away Emery's sister, and instead closed the portal with fake Miss Arsolenne standing in front of them. A battle ensued that honestly took a good portion of the last episode because of just how complex it was. There were several different things going on at once, different spells being cast, different personas coming forward.
It made me into a timeshare.
Man turned Emilia von Arsolenne into a timeshare. Get the comments. But yes, after a bunch of damage, the Lady von Arsolenne escaped, and the party had to as well, using some dangerously unstable arcane magic to teleport. And in the end, a gigantic spectral Vernon buried them instead of the usual route for teleportation, which is instantaneous. and woof, into this forest clearing, the very edges of the von Arsolenne compound inside the high forest. You are here with Emery's sister, talking about what has happened, and finding out that Emery Black is actually the pseudonym of a slightly raunchy adventure novel for young girls.
Listen, it's an adventure romance series, okay?
Wait,
it is,
what?
It is very in exciting news for Rathgurther specifically. Emery is actually named herself after a heroine from local novellas.
Listen,
Mhm.
listen. It was a coincidence, okay?
You know, it took all of my effort not to reroute her to also name herself Rathgurther because it would have been really fucking funny.
Oh, that would have been good.
No,
know,
no.
Just
If
imagine
you're
these two
Rathgurther and I'm
characters
Rathgurther, they're just flying the
specifically
plane.
arguing over which one of them is Rathgurther.
I mean, at that point, Emery would have just been, no, okay, you're the real one. Bye. Yeah, I'll pick.
Yeah,
I was.
my parents named me after Rathgurther, right?
I think if Emery knew that Rathgurther were a fraud, instead of merely suspecting that Rathgurther is a fraud, that would have been quite different.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. Anyway, why is it day?
The old teleportation circle behind you folks, you destroyed on your way out, so now no one can follow you. If anyone has any idea you've even come here, it will take literal days to almost a full week of travel to get to your location from Waterdeep. So, you're relatively safe. And your sister has waited throughout the night for you to come forward.
Yeah, so I guess that's my first question. So hers was instantaneous, but ours wasn't?
Mm-hmm. If you recall, you had to relight the teleportation circle and the Arcana check did not quite go through.
I look
forcing your crabman to do some crabman stuff.
Yeah, because I didn't perceive the midsection of the teleport, did I? Because I think you said we had to roll for it.
Tim, I think it was only Tim. Yeah,
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna look at Tim and Vernon and be like, "Hey, why is it day? Did you guys do something?"
Does Tim understand what happened?
You would have to make me an Arcana check.
Oh. 19.
19. That's not bad. You know the theory because you don't actually know how to cast teleport yourself yet. So you know the theory. The theory is that all teleportation goes through the city of Sigil, which is a multi-dimensional city. Normally people don't feel it because it is so instantaneous. It is the city of doors. You go in one portal. It's like a big cosmic switchboard.
Like Monsters, Inc. Yes.
Exactly like Monsters, Inc. And the Lady of Blades is basically just Mike Wazowski. So, you know, anyone in the comments, don't correct anyone, please. Don't worship me as a goddess. So help me. So help me. That's very funny if you know the lore. That's extremely funny. Yeah. Oh God, I'm so fucking clever. Okay, so you know that this is what normally happens, and this is why it's usually instantaneous. What you saw was different. From what you could tell, your party was cast into the astral sea, just in a desperate attempt to you opening up a portal. You could have probably eventually drifted to the other side of the portal way, but it would have taken significantly longer. You think you saw some help astrally, which would make Vernon much more powerful than he is letting on. That's for sure.
I think that then Tim would be like, yeah, I think we took like a detour through the astral sea.
Well, wait, is that how? Why'd that happen? Well, that's not usually how teleports work, is it?
Well, so the thing is, I mean, we were kind of like rushed and stuff, and we were all like hurt, and I was out of spell slots, and it was like a whole thing. So it I kind of messed up the teleportation circle, so it didn't work super great. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
We just had to do some improvisation, you know. That's just how it is sometimes.
Well, you know what they say, any teleportation you can walk away from.
Do they say
They
that?
work.
They do say that.
I've heard it said.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh,
You know what
glad
they say.
I'm glad I
mean,
didn't
I don't,
kill
but you do.
anybody.
Well, that's extremely comforting, but I guess you're right. The important thing is that we got through. I kind of like look over and I'm like, hey, were you okay? Were you out here all night?
Yeah, I didn't know it was up, so just kind of didn't move.
Oh, shit, kiddo, I'm sorry. That was not the intent. We were supposed to be right behind you.
I was worried maybe she had, but it's all right. You're here.
Yeah. And speaking of here, so Jay, question about this space that we're in. Is it just our uncle's hunting lodge out here, or is it like a bunch of them kind of
These are the outbuildings, like the servants' areas, essentially.
Okay.
And they are currently empty because obviously your family. What typically happens with these houses is they have minimal amounts of servants in them when the family isn't there, and then when the family like rides out to spend some time in the forest, they'll come with a whole coterie of like servants and stuff like that. So these are the outbuildings for when that happens, when you need extra housing for the servants specifically. The actual compound is a little further in, and it's also a little bit warded, but of course, you know the way. So
Yeah. All right. Well, we should probably. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I need to fucking sleep. And I know it's the middle of the day now, but I am.
Sure, Uncle Ulrich will be fine.
Yeah.
As long as last I saw him, he was very upset. So,
when was the last time you saw him?
Just before he was imprisoned.
Well, we'll find out together then, I guess. Can we be having this conversation as we're walking?
Absolutely, you can. I will bring you over to the Ember Flame Lodge. Your family, of course, has named it very pretentiously, because why wouldn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Where is everybody? Oh. It's a very humble little hunting lodge deep in the forest.
This does not scream, bruh.
It's still loading. Wow. Very humble.
To get you guys in here.
Did you build this, or was this a pre-built?
This is, like a lot of things, is a pre-built. Thank you so much, Tailspire community, for doing everything you do, folks. The Tailspire community on Tail Bazaar and Tailforge and stuff like that, like they definitely do a ton of work for people like me who simply do not have time to build these gorgeous maps in between all the stuff we do. So please don't be afraid to go around and double check them and see what they got going for you, because it is a lovely bunch of people. Let's see.
Yeah. So I guess a follow-up on my question I asked a second ago. There's no like other family hunting lodges nearby that I should be concerned about them overhearing us?
No.
Okay, I'm knocking on the door loudly and obnoxiously.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, here you are. You knock on the door, and it doesn't take long for your Uncle Ulrich to open the door and be surprised at all of you being here. Wait, did I? I only had a little. Oh, that's right. We don't have a model for your sister. That's right.
You were using just like one of the civilian models.
Yeah, I'll grab.
She just looks like Amelia, but shorter, essentially.
Oh, maybe I'll just
like the Amelia model.
Yeah. Here,
it's a very Amelia-centric description.
That's right.
Listen, they're like.
Vernon calls from the back. Tiny. Hey, Unc, how's it going?
Hello again.
Hey, and I just kind of like wave awkwardly, like, sorry to drop in unannounced. Kind of.
I see you brought my niece.
Yep. Nina's here.
Nina, darling, is everything all right? Yes, uncle. This is Amelia.
Yeah,
He's
we were
I
the
have
ones who
had
broke him
my
out of
suspicion.
I
Yes.
kind of like whispered to Nina, it's like we were the ones who broke him out of house arrest, but
Oh, you broke him.
yeah,
Amelia,
we did that.
that's-
That was a
That's thrilling. That's right out of
It was so much fun exploring the sewers.
that's right out of
yeah, we went in the sewers.
Emery
Really gross.
Emery Black Goes to Prison. That's directly out of it, actually.
It wasn't. Yeah. Yep. Listen, we can talk all about the exploits later. Yeah. So
And we shall.
She's like making this like kind of constipated look at Rathgirther, just like no. It's like you are the last person I wanted to know about this.
And Ulrich looks you over real quick and says, "You weren't followed?"
Pretty sure we weren't. By the way, you're gonna want to call somebody out here to fix the teleportation circle.
All right.
We didn't really
suppose it
have
was-
much choice. We couldn't risk them following us.
I suppose it was necessary. Yes.
We took unusual routes. Wink.
Why did you say it like that?
Yeah. Why did he say it like that? Is there?
There's something going on with him. We're all pretty concerned about it.
Why is his hand so small?
Still, it's been days.
Do you want to see his other one?
No. Oh,
Huh?
listen, we've got a lot of stuff to go over.
Yeah, the full-grown hand's in the dog.
Yeah, do you want to see it? It has like spores on it.
Listen, we fought an archfey, and he's kind of been weird ever since. We can catch you up.
Right. All right.
You know, when you lay it all out, we really do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also, my dog is like can like talk now.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Cool.
And that is still weird. Anyway, yeah, sorry to bring the mess
Yeah.
to your doorstep,
Mhm,
but I
mhm.
think we need to pool our intel here.
Okay. All right. Everyone inside. There is. You can choose your locations if you need to wash up first. And he looks over all of you. You should probably wash up first. There is several wash rooms on the first level off to your right as you come in.
I can show him where it is.
Absolutely. I keep forgetting that you know.
Yep.
I will be in the study.
All right, we'll come find you when we're done. And I will lead
yeah.
everybody in.
Absolutely, everybody. This building is stunning. It is large. It is what they would call
Very
rustic.
humble.
Yeah, very humble. There are several washing up rooms with flowing hot and cold water. There is a whole bunch of stuff in general. Now for brevity's sake, we could simply say that you all. Well, I just lost Maldris.
Hey,
There you go.
She's so
I'll give
stealthy,
him
but
like
they're
a
so
truncated
stealthy.
version of the tour as a montage.
Of course. But yeah, this place is gigantic, huge, sprawling, and it has a garden in the back, and there are towers, and there are arcane wards that are clearly there to stop divination. There are many things. There is no staff in the house, but you do notice occasionally things being done, dusting being done, plates of food being delivered by invisible creatures. There are basically unseen servants throughout the house that are making sure things are tidy. Yeah, well appointed. And Rathgirther, I'm sure.
I heard the word food.
Yeah, definitely. Like
Probably
a
said
plate.
some other stuff.
A plate just kind of like hovers by you with like some apricots on it and stuff. It doesn't seem to mind if you pick at it. So,
As if she would pick at it.
You're lucky I don't eat the plate.
right?
All right, we can have a little bit more decorum than that, right?
a little bit. Who could say? Who could say? For many of
Who
you,
amongst us?
this would be the first time in in game time before the volcano since you have had a proper bath. Probably even more than that for some of you. Yeah. Probably even
I
more
did
than that
sleep
for
in
some
the
of you.
swamp.
Yeah.
Just melting.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god, this is the most luxurious I have felt since I got fucking body snatched. I am enjoying the fuck out of this.
Mm-hmm. Bathhouse montage. And then of course there is probably a very detailed conversation. Unfortunately, your uncle hasn't been able to learn much more about your situation, aside from the fact that somebody in his entourage had to have given up your schedule. But he can't tell who.
Are we kind of like in the talking zone now?
Relatively, if you would like to be. We can also kind of speed past a little bit if you would like. Like I said, there's not a whole lot of extra information unless you want something specific.
I mean, I think I would definitely like make sure to pool all the intel, definitely tell him specifically about what we saw in the Dream Visions episode. Because I think that's important. And also say it's like, oh yeah, and by the way, if we need more intel about the children, somebody here might have some intel. And I kind of like look at Vernon and give him a look. You recognize any of those voices? Any of those names they were throwing around during that fight?
Who, me?
Am I looking at somebody else?
No. I'm too stupid to participate in a conspiracy.
Vernon, we already know that you're involved. Don't.
I literally am not.
You are on slightly thicker
Okay.
ice than you were.
So I'm going to say something I'm confident we're all thinking. And I don't mean this in an accusatory way. You're not in trouble, but Vernon,
Mm-hmm.
are you Vernon?
I mean,
Say yes.
as
And
far
again,
as I
say
know.
yes. Say yes.
It's
My
important
God.
that
Say
you're
yes.
honest with me, because I won't be mad if you're not. It's just you realize some of your behavior has been as though it is your first week with a body.
I mean, you know, there's some stuff I'm still getting used to, I guess. You know, going through the astral plane was it was a bit of an experience, you know. You kind of lose yourself for a little while, minutes stretch into hours, stretch into weeks. You know,
Lose
it's weird
yourself.
being on
Speak
solid
more to
ground
that.
again.
What exactly did you lose?
No, I don't know, a little bit of time. You know, you spend a bunch of time like in your mind and stuff like that. You start to like lose like, I don't know, some semblance of like where you end and other things begin, and you know, just general stuff. I don't know, like it's weird being out in space, just alone, just floating. You know.
Yes, definitely. And I want to be sympathetic to that. But am I alone here?
No, he's definitely been acting like he's weird ever since the Archfey thing.
He's always been kind of weird, though.
No, this
Yes.
is weirder.
But he used
Is
to be weird in a shifty, untrustworthy way. And
Tim, and also just a weird way in general. Tim, you saw him lick that spell off the wall. That was the thing that happened, and we all saw it.
Yeah, but
And are we going to discuss the hand? Could we
Yeah,
discuss the hand for a moment?
the hand grew back by itself, and that's, I'm sorry, I'm not. That's fucking weird.
It is quite weird. And
Is
Vernon,
that not something that's normal?
No,
see, this
really
shit is what I'm
isn't.
talking about.
And
You should know whether or not that's normal.
I guess I should. I don't know.
Vernon, what did you mean by where other things begin?
I mean, everything around us. Where does it begin? Where do you end? Where does the molecules of your
all right,
being,
enough with the
like,
metaphysical bullshit.
Yeah.
Did you get
It's-
replaced
it's
by
complex?
Vernon?
Hmm?
You are literally talking to someone who has been replaced by a fucking body snatcher. If that should happen to you too,
I don't think so.
Insight check.
insight check.
Yeah.
I really should have taken detect thoughts.
13.
Insight is
15.
plus 0, 11.
Am I rolling anything here? Or?
You don't need to. You're a little bit
Okay.
much. Rathgurther, do you voice that you should have you should have practiced your detect thoughts?
I maybe mumble it under my breath.
I got a dirty 20.
Woo!
Oh. Interesting.
Hmm.
Unfortunately,
For
it is still
insight?
not enough to pierce whatever's going on here.
Head empty, no thoughts.
Apparently.
Ulrich, hearing Rathgurther mumble under her breath, Ulrich kind of leans close and is like, "Do you need something for whatever this is?"
What?
I
do you
have
mean?
a scroll you could make use of if you need to.
Oh, that would be of no use to me. I never learned to read.
Oh,
Do I
how
hear this?
unfortunate. Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
I kind of look at Ulrich and I look at Vernon and I go, yeah, we're gonna need that. If you don't mind.
Yes, here it is. I usually keep it for interrogations, but here you are.
Well, this is becoming one, so
Hmm. Well, I would just like to keep the atmosphere kind of convivial.
the swords
because-
aren't out yet, are they?
No, they're not.
Yeah.
But it's just, look, you didn't really trust Vernon, the real Vernon, anyway. He was part of this group
Well,
that you have.
you just said you can't do it.
I know. I'm not saying we shouldn't detect his thoughts. Of course we should. I'm just saying that we should be open to the possibility that if indeed he has been replaced by some sort of entity, maybe that entity's cool.
Yeah, I just want
You
to make life easier for all of
understand
you
why,
guys, that's
from
all.
my perspective, this is a hard sell, right?
I do. And do you perhaps understand why your perspective perhaps clouds your judgment?
I mean, I guess, but we're kind of this is becoming a big situation, and fuck it. I pass the scroll to Tim. I'm just like, fucking, you guys do what you want.
Why do I need to do it?
She's
I
very
don't
grumpy.
even know why you're mad.
I mean,
it's
she was a little bit like this when she was younger too, to be fair.
All right, we don't need to go dragging the baby book out to roast me.
Wait, is that an expression or is there a baby book? I would very
There-
much
there
like
We
is
to
actually
not.
do
There
have
is
baby books
not.
here. This is
No,
the family.
no. She can't read. She won't be able to find him.
I think that we should just trust Vernon.
Well, I would never advise that, but
He knows about
I don't even
taxes.
steal
He's
anymore.
responsible.
Vernon, for a quick minute, I think you probably go a little slack as you begin to have a conversation in your head.
Okay.
So, I mean, we trust these people, right?
Yeah, of course.
Is
They're
there
our favorite dream.
Is there much harm in telling them? I don't know. It's cold out here.
I'm not sure what to tell them. What should I say?
I don't know. I don't want them distrusting us. You know?
That's fair. I did rescue them. Well, I guess you did, but we did rescue
We
them.
did. I'm
Yes.
learning that there's not much of a boundary between you and I.
Yeah, there's not much of a boundary between a lot of things when you really think about it.
That's true. I don't know how long you're going to be keeping this up, but maybe, I don't know.
I
You
don't
could
know
let
what I'm
them-
keeping up. I think I'm being
Right.
totally honest with them.
Oh no, as in being where you are.
Oh, I'm here. Like this is I'm happy here. Like I said, I'm good, buddy. I don't need to go back out there. Like you said, it's cold.
It is, yes. Well, I suppose that's all on you then.
All right, we'll give it a shot. Anyway, so what I was saying is, what was I saying? I don't remember. Anyway, I did rescue you guys from that archfey. Remember that? Remember when I went through into space and everything and like
Yeah,
sacrificed
that's what
myself?
I'm saying. We need to trust
Yeah.
Vernon.
Tim gets it. Yeah.
well, trust begins with openness, doesn't it?
My brain is
already
as open as can be
Vernon.
without
How much-
removing the skull.
How much more open does he need to be?
Don't remove your skull. Don't do that. Not in front of everybody. Don't do it. It's a bad idea. We can't do that normally.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So you can remove your skull?
Don't.
Well, I feel like I'm kind of on the spot now.
Don't take the bait.
It
Don't take the
kinda
bait.
feels like-
Don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
No,
They're
I
Fae.
can't.
This is what they
No.
do. This is
I am
Oh,
like
oh.
hesitant, like looking at my swords. I'm like, he's not going to actually ask for that, is he?
Vernon pulls out his crab claw again.
Oh yeah.
Okay, see, this is what I was afraid of. I thought we could just all, talk about this as a party, as friends,
Mhm.
Yeah, we are friends. But
I am an open book. Ask away. I will answer to the best of my abilities.
Why are you being fucking weird then? Answer that.
Please
said,
explain.
We went. I went through the astral plane. It's a weird
Yes,
experience.
so did I, dude.
Mhm.
Yes, you know.
does Tim know of like has this happened to other people before where like they've spent time in the astral sea and turned
I
into whatever the fuck
think-
this is?
I think if the only person in this party who there are two people in this party who really wouldn't have good experience of this, and that's Emery and Maldris. Especially because Maldris, growing up in the Feywild, they are just completely incurious about the things happening in the astral. Everything's great in the Feywild. They don't need to know anything else. And obviously this stuff is pretty deep lore for somebody like Emery who may have grown up with like some spell lore, but not necessarily like metaphysical lore. But you and Rathgurther, together, you might be able to puzzle this based on some clues, some context clues. I'd have to have you both roll. One of you Arcana, one of you History, depending on whichever you'd like.
I'll do the Arcana.
All right.
Oh. So yeah, I think Tim definitely just sort of like leans over to Rathgurther and is like, "Do you know you know more about some of this stuff than I do? Like, is this normal?"
It feels familiar. I did roll a 19 in my history check.
I don't know what that means, but like I
don't know
I'm
either. I
feeling
don't know why I
I'm
said
feeling the number 18 in my heart. So
Let's go, team.
See, I'm
That's-
rubbing
I
off
feel
on
like
you
we're
guys.
Those are
both
good
very
numbers.
familiar with it. Let's say it at the same time.
With a combined 37, the two of you crack a little bit of deep lore here. There is only one way to confirm what you're thinking, and that is, of course, using that detect thoughts spell. However, piecing together this, both of you understand that there are stories of things that live in the deep astral, things that might indeed be called gods. Things that feast on the corpses of dead deities, things that live just so far out that even the light from stars can't reach them. And these things are wildly not compatible with mortal life. Although it doesn't mean they're particularly evil either. They just have different wants. So perhaps Vernon has become tangled up with one of those, and this is the result. But there's only one way to figure that out for sure.
should I use the detect thoughts? I feel kind of icky doing that.
Well, Vernon, you say you're an open book. Would you consent to having your thoughts read?
Of course, I'm an open book. My brain is open as can be. And he goes, to,
Don't
like,
open,
take
don't
off
open the
his
brain,
clothes.
don't open the brain.
Okay, should we have like a safe word for you to say if you want me to like stop reading your thoughts? Is that like a
Spaghetti sounds like a good word.
It is okay, perfect. And Tim will cast detect thoughts.
Oh
Alright.
boy.
I'm so scared.
Make me an intelligence saving throw as you dive into the mind of Vernon.
Saving throw.
Saving
Tim's
throw.
gonna go
No
crazy.
Is it
intelligence can
against
survive in
magic?
here.
It is against.
It's a black hole of stupidity.
Then I have advantage.
They call it the
Bimbo.
Fleming vortex.
Oh no.
25.
Woo!
Perfect. The first thing, surface thoughts, right? It's a bunch of okay, so this isn't the way this works, but this is the way this works. I shouldn't definitely take out my brain in front of these people because apparently that's scary. Pardon me. And just all these thoughts like, okay, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2, 3, breathe. 1, 2. Oh, blink. Don't forget to blink. Don't forget to blink. They find it really creepy if you don't blink. So that's surface thoughts. Do you want to go deeper?
Yes, obviously.
Make me another intelligence saving throw.
26.
26.
God damn, good rolls.
I'm rolling with advantage because it's against magic, so.
You go a little
Still.
deeper and you're starting to feel a little floaty. Like everything is not quite attached, you know? And you see that the thoughts are more like, well, that's interesting. I didn't actually dream that the sunlight would be so vivid. This wood on the wall here, I didn't dream that it would feel this way exactly, but I suppose I must have because it's the way it is. What if it was different? And then, like, if anyone is watching, like, Vernon is currently, like, feeling, like, the side of the wall, and, like, it changes ever so slightly to being a different sort of grain texture. And, you can go deeper if you wish. I need another intelligence saving throw. You have lost your advantage.
17?
17. You go deeper. You realize there are tendrils, other minds attached to this mine. It's, they're spread out all over creation almost. You see a bunch spread out over the Sword Coast. You feel a bunch of them all over Toril, which is the planet you are currently on, and then just spiraling out into the wider cosmos. His dreamers. This is how he interacts with creation. This is how he does it. This is how he keeps everything up. And as you go a little bit deeper, one of them spirals back into the deep astral, where you see alone and naked Vernon floating in the deep, deep part of space.
Oh God, don't look.
Does this Vernon have the tiny hand? Does it feel like this is the same Vernon and that's just like where he is in two places at once, or does this feel like an entirely separate?
This feels like it is the Vernon that you remember. This feels
but not
like
the Vernon that is here in front of me.
He is monstrously large here, semi-ethereal. He is just absolutely gigantic. It seems as though perhaps whatever cosmic creature is dreaming these things into existence has decided to take a little bit of a closer look at one of the dreams. Perhaps not intentionally. It's a little hard, as you know, to keep track of your dreams while you're in them. There you are. And at this point, of course, you become aware, too, that the intelligence that you are currently scanning is with you for all of this, just calmly beside you. You're one of its favorite dreams. It cares for you deeply.
Hi.
How's it going? You
This
enjoying my
big
thoughts?
crab-like creature that's about your size is just kind of trundling along beside you.
Oh, hi. Are you like?
Yeah.
Are you? Who are you? What are you? Who are you?
I'm Vernon. Yes.
Okay.
I'm Vernon.
Hello.
So, but
Click,
If-
click.
if you're Vernon and this like space guy is also Vernon, how?
Hmm?
You're getting into some really wishy-washy metaphysics, but you can see the creature doesn't really distinguish itself between itself and its dreamers.
Oh,
It really does feel as though they are the same being spread out over a multitude.
We're all Vernons here.
Emery's worst nightmare.
am I Vernon?
if you'd like to be.
No.
you see, like your mental image of yourself start to change a little bit from the feet up.
No,
You start.
I have so many questions.
Well, shoot, you don't get this opportunity every day.
Oh gosh. I have to. Can I like write them down and then come back?
Sure. I think pen and paper probably transcend the planes.
Oh well, yeah. I mean,
Well,
common is the universal language.
Yeah.
Vernon.
Of this
Actually,
universe.
I'm sorry. It's the closest thing to a name you have, and I've been calling you Vernon this whole time as shorthand. I'm sorry. The problem is, once you become aware of a dream, it's very hard to hold on to it. You don't think you're going to be inhabiting this body for much longer, and you're going to have to probably go
Oh.
back to the sea.
Yeah. So, actually, I guess that I won't be sticking around for very long. So,
Why?
just whatever your most burning question is.
Oh, are you like a god? Is that what how would you like describe the what you are?
I'm Vernon. I don't know. I guess some people could say as much, but I don't know. There seem to
Okay.
be a bunch of people who want to follow me or something like that. Where you're from?
What? How can? Oh gosh, I don't know what to ask.
I don't know what to answer.
What can you tell me about what you've learned? You seem like you know a lot of stuff. What's like some of the coolest stuff you know?
That's a great question.
My crabby buddy. Why don't you just roll me a d20, and I will see what sort of lore that you might scrape up that Tim might be interested in.
That's an 18. I know there's a magical place called Canada where they have milk in bags.
Milk in bags. It's
Gross.
very efficient. Don't knock it till you try it.
How does it not go through the bag? What kind of magic is this?
What?
It's
You
What
put
are
it
you
in
doing
a
here?
Plastic.
container.
In plastic in my fantasy universe?
fantasy plastic. It's realer than you think. My buddy crabby creature. I think here you slip a little bit with an 18, and you reveal to Tim a vision of what is actually going wrong with the universe. It doesn't affect you very much. You'll be fine either way. You're a multidimensional creature, and this is hardly your first go around. Tim, deep in the farthest reaches of the astral sea, there are places that time doesn't touch. And there are many creatures that live in that area. They are they're whole civilizations, in fact. Again, this is where gods go when they die, and so very often the corpses of ancient and eldritch beings are often just floating out there. But the vision sort of zooms in, as it were, and you see the boundary of timelessness extending forward, slowly creeping, as though gnawing at the edges of reality. Something is coming for Toril, and there's no one that can stop it. And suddenly you are pushed out of Vernon's mind, and you are back in the center. And everyone, please welcome back to the table, Vernon. Actual Vernon.
Oh, wow.
Who is
Yeah,
back
that was,
from the
oof.
astral sea.
Huh?
Oh, wow. My arm is like really tiny.
What?
That's
Okay,
not
what
good.
did we see from that end?
You didn't see much. You did see poor Tim start to shake a little bit at the very end of that. And then, of course, you saw Vernon just kind of give a start. And now he has a slightly different demeanor.
Anyway, oh, this looks fancy.
Tim, what just happened?
I think there's something that I'm not gonna be able to push into the back of my brain anymore.
You saw that too. Then.
That's a very concerning and vague statement.
Yeah, what the fuck did you see in his brain?
Also,
did he have
Tim,
like some?
Could you give me a quick wisdom saving throw too? Just you have some
Sure.
eldritch knowledge that you shouldn't have.
Is this against magic?
No, it's sort of the knowledge of the universe. I mean, you could call that magical, I suppose.
Tim, no.
Oh,
3?
Tim.
3.
Keep up all your
so-
good rolls.
Tim, you probably just start talking and not stopping.
Yep.
And you cannot get the sound of a clock out of the back of your mind.
Hey, Tim, are you good? Hey,
Yeah, the world is ending, and there's nothing that can stop it, and it's the
Oh, hey,
the
hey,
boundary
hey,
at
hey. We're breathing. We're breathing.
She starts like hyperventilating.
Okay, a little slower than that. Okay. With me. I'm just gonna like, yeah. Okay, we're okay. One more time. Big, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Rathgirther draws
Did they
her
change
sword.
how to breathe while I've been away?
Yeah? What's up, Rathgirther?
Rathgirther draws her sword and holds it at Vernon's throat and says, "What did you do?"
Whoa, I didn't do anything. I've been floating out in the astral sea for who knows how long. Where are we?
Oh yeah. Also, this isn't so. Other Vernon was like a big space Vernon, and this is, I think, real Vernon, because I think space Vernon had to go back. Also, we're like all one big interconnected organism that we're all a part of each other, and we're all made of star stuff, and there's no boundaries between anything.
Okay, Tim, we're gonna breathe. I'm like walking Tim through some breathing
been tumbling a
exercises in the
little bit.
corner.
This is why you never cast Detect Thoughts without a trip sitter.
Wild trip. I think, folks, for right now, because we're coming on to the top of the hour, let's take our break right now. Just a quick 5-minute. And then we will come back and we will deal with some of these consequences, including some downtime for everybody. Because this is a safe place, and that means you can finally have downtime to do some of the things that you want to do. So if you folks are watching, you've been watching us for about an hour now, stand up, move around, get some blood flowing, and we will be right back in about 5 hours. 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5 hours. Yeah.
Whoa,
Thereabouts.
one.
I
I
thought
do
this
not
was the what's
consent to
left of us,
that.
not one of my
Everybody cleared their calendar for the day, right?
Yeah.
I sure did.
We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. And welcome back. We hope you all had a good break. It is time, once again, for us to continue. Now, we're going to take this next bit a little bit quickly because we want to get some downtime done. And everyone has had some interesting information given to them. So, you all are going to spend at least a couple of days here, long enough for us to call it some actual downtime. This is the first real rest you've had since before Veloso. So, see here. Let's start with Rethgurther. What do you do in your time here?
Well, first night.
Yes.
I would like to go to the kitchen, and I would like to get some flour, not for eating. And I would like to attempt to bake a cake.
Oh.
Rethgurther doesn't know how to read, knows how to bake.
That's super easy.
Memorize the recipe.
All you need to do is make me
Roll for cake.
I suppose this would be sleight of hand. I mean, you could use performance, I suppose. I think performance is not bad, actually.
Yeah, performance I would prefer because I have a +9 in that.
There's definitely an argument to be made for performance being a way to bake
25,
something.
baby.
Ooh,
Let's
you
go.
make one hell of a cake. Holy shit.
What flavor?
It's a chocolate cake.
Mhm.
Layer cake, obviously.
Mhm.
And I want to call everyone in and sing happy birthday to Maldris.
Oh.
Oh, thank you.
This is what friends do. And I unsheath my sword, wipe it on my tunic, and who wants a big piece?
We have actual kitchen knives, you know.
I want some cake. Have I had cake before?
Probably not. You were not in the employ of a specific Fey court, and so you would not have been privy to the sorts of things and fine eating that they would have had. So no, I don't think you ever had confection before, actually.
Certainly didn't have this cake.
That's right. Yeah.
I will eat the cake. Or a piece of the cake.
Yes.
Not the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is
Happy
it delicious?
birthday to Maldris, everybody.
Oh,
There's
we
a-
gotta write down what day it is.
What day
Put
is
it in
it?
the calendar.
There
Right?
is, my goodness, there's, well, you know what?
It
We'll call,
Fantasy,
call-
April 26th.
yeah, fantasy
For
April
those-
26th.
Oh,
Yeah.
we can do that.
For those that are maybe missing a bit of context, many sessions ago, we were in a dungeon and the group asked Maldris when their birthday was. And they said they didn't know. And so we all decided collectively that today was their birthday. And then I made a mental note of like, oh, well, then the next long rest we have, I'm going to buy a cake or something. That was like 7 months ago.
Something like that, yeah.
It's
And
been
I
a
made
bit. It's been a bit.
It has, yeah.
Let's see here. Rathgurther, can you roll me persuasion check, please?
I can literally roll anything.
Mm-hmm.
You roll a nat 20 on this
You
persuasion
said,
check.
what did you said a persuasion?
Persuasion, please.
Got a +9, so good luck. 25, baby.
Woo!
25.
Nice.
I think over the course of you making this cake and then showing your party affection, your party just kind of sits down and has a good solid like time together for this. All of your bonds have sort of been strengthened by this, but also Rathgurther, I think you have a good couple of conversations with Ulrich. I think you and him are wildly you get on very well considering. More importantly, it seems like you two come from relatively the same places. Like it seems as though like he makes comments about places he's been to, and you're just kind of like fluidly going, oh yes, I've been there, obviously, and you talk about same places that you've eaten in the same areas or gotten objects from, or been hustled by this same huckster. Like, you click. You click is what I'm saying here. So I think you are now Ulrich's friend as well.
Okay.
By the end of this,
Can I make an offer there?
Absolutely.
I think that this starts out as us every time he's like telling a story about Emery, I'm like, go on.
Very much. Oh, you learn a fair amount.
No.
You know what?
Oh God.
We'll say your downtime is spent researching
No,
Emery a little bit. Yeah.
I feel like she would be just like giving you dirty looks, not like violent looks, but she's like, stop.
Oh, what a change of pace that would be.
Stop. I didn't bring you here so you could dig up my shit.
Well, no, you brought me here because we were going to rescue your sister. I did. I helped you with that, so.
And she just stomps outside. Like, don't look at my shit! And she just stomps away.
You find that in her youth, Amelia was pretentious and a little bit on the entitled side of things.
She was a brat. You can say it.
She was a brat. Yeah, she was a bit of a brat. Although Ulrich, who never had any children of his own, was very taken by young Amelia and had decided to teach her things like basically the ability to handle herself if she was ever caught in a situation where she wasn't surrounded by bodyguards or some such. So you know that she knows how to handle herself with a knife if she has to. You know that she is able to wrestle a fully grown man to the ground if she needs to. You know that she also is a proficient singer. She has written a few of her own songs, one of which he has from her childhood that he shares with you, and you can learn because you're a bard. It is a song about how much she loves her horse.
And I say to Ulrich, like, very quietly, do you think, and this is a long shot, I know, but do you think I could convince her to marry it?
You know, funny you should mention that. She did read a story when she was younger, something about a horse marrying a king, and she thought it was funny, so she married the horse to the cat.
Sorry. She read a story.
Yes.
About a horse marrying a king.
Yes. Someone, I forget the main hero of the story, but...
Yes. Did she read a lot of stories like that? Perhaps feel inspired by them? Maybe.
Yes. Oh, very much. You couldn't keep it out of her hands. She, which is very funny. She had some romance novels that I didn't disapprove of. A young girl, she can do what she wants. But she also had this group of plays, thick, well-worn book, old things about some sort of orc barbarian. I can't remember her name now.
Yes. Interesting. Yes.
Yes, it was quite taken by her. I mean, I believe she had a bedspread made with this character on it.
No, all right, I'm drawing the line there. I'm only going to let you add so much to my backstory. All right. I am drawing the line at maybe a tasteful tapestry. When
tapestry?
I was younger, that then got given to Nina when she got older, and she started getting really into plays and shit. I am drawing the line.
Fair enough.
It's
the
enough.
yes and stops here.
It's enough. All right, so Rathgirtha, you can do with that what you will. Ron, Vernon, this is your first time back in a long time. Do you spend your time relaxing, or what else do you do here?
I think that Vernon is probably going to make use of the I think that when he was still the arthropod, he was maybe not so keen on taking a bath, but now that he's back in his own body, he's like, oh God, and does that, and then just kind of relaxes, maybe reads some books, learns some stuff, maybe realizes that he knows some things that the crab kind of left behind, so to speak.
Yeah, some new spells and stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
And
Emery
then,
is
I don't know,
definitely
he might
keeping
just
a
look.
close eye on Vernon the entire time.
Yeah.
And Vernon is trying to find small things to steal that might be worth something. Because one of the things that he learned is a spell called Wrist Pocket.
Well, he got a pocket in his wrist. Okay, that means it's a literal, like you just pull your wrist open. The
small
you
hand.
can make me a single sleight of hand check then.
Sure.
The wrist
That's
pocket.
gonna be a
thing
14.
Yeah. I think you were able to steal something like 50 gold worth of precious items of some sort.
All right. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know what else if he wants to, like, I don't think he would really like do a whole lot. He'd probably just be like getting used to being back in his own body, just like, oh yeah, okay, so that's what it feels like to have fingers and toes again, you know,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing.
All right. Then let's move on to Maldris.
I have a question about Vernon real quick.
Yeah.
Is his hand still growing back now that he's not
Yes.
the being again?
It is. It in fact
Or is it
finishes
gonna
its
stay
growing.
tiny forever?
That would be very funny, but I won't do that to poor Ron and Ron's character.
Oh, thank goodness.
I'm cursed with a tiny hand. No, it's
grab my strong hand.
Exactly. My little hand. It's yeah, no, it finishes growing by the end of this, but certainly Vernon doesn't seem to have any of the powers of imagination that he had in previously.
He tries to lick a doorknob, it doesn't dissolve. He tries to lick something off the
Emery
wall,
absolutely
it
walks in and catches Vernon like licking a doorknob, trying to figure out if it opens up that way, and no, it doesn't happen anymore.
The fuck are you doing?
So he still has those
trying
memories?
to open the door.
You usually use your hand for that, bud.
Sorry, let me put that away. I was trying some new experimental ways of opening doors. I saw the crab do this, and I thought maybe I could also.
Yeah, you're gonna clean that like right now.
Yes, of course, of course. And then he does with like his shirt or something. I don't know.
All right. Well, you have a nice rest, and you also gain that. So sorry, Maldris. You can of course continue whatever you would like to do while your time here.
Yeah. So since we haven't had tons of downtime since I had my other ghost, I wanted to like spend some time with my ghosts.
Sure.
We don't need to have like any conversations in particular. There's nothing that I need to get out of them. But I also wanted to like explore the forest a little bit around us. If it's familiar to me.
It is a little bit. Why don't you give me a survival check? You don't go far from the compound's walls just in case.
No, probably not. Because shit is following us.
Mm-hmm.
More than one thing, apparently.
Mm.
Give me 1 second. You said survival?
Yep.
It's like one of my worst skills. Oh, that's a 4.
That's a 4. Unfortunately, you don't see much that you notice from here. I mean, generally, the air of this place seems familiar. It is certainly a very old forest. You're in the high forest. You don't know exactly what that means, but it is one of the oldest and largest forests on Faerun. So you just have, as a fake creature, you have that connection to that sort of thing. But that's about all you get for now.
I think too, I'm just gonna spend some time in the forest with my ghosts when I have some downtime for myself.
Yes. Well, then in that case, if you spend your downtime mostly doing that, you know your ability that allows you to strike an extra person with your ghost?
The Whales from the Grave?
Yep. You can now strike one more person.
Oh.
You have 2 ghosts.
Do I find any other ghosts in the forest?
ILS, right?
Whales, yeah.
Not like
quails from the
WHALES.
little tiny narwhals. You just throw them at it.
Oh, there's a
Oh.
customize button. No, that's to hit. Nah, I don't think I need that button. I'll just try to remember
Yeah.
that I have.
The current whales from the grave is only one. You teach Terrell how to do the same thing Randy's been doing.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Very good, very good, very good.
Yep, that's all I wanted to do.
That means it's Emery's turn.
I have several things I want to
Okay.
do, but I don't want to take up too much time.
Okay.
So I'm definitely
We can
keeping a
blitz through
close
them.
eye on.
Yep.
Yeah, so I definitely want to keep a close eye on Vernon like the entire time we're here, because it's just like, wait, he was a crab for a while and now he's not, and what the fuck? I at some point do want to question Vernon now that we have him back if he recognizes any of the names that were being used when we were fighting Amelia.
The names that
I'm
were
gonna be
used?
honest with you.
I'm just trying to
above
get
table,
more
I don't remember the
intel.
names.
Yeah.
Just trying to see, because I mean, the whole, it's like, from her
Yeah.
perspective, it's like, I have a feeling he's not going to betray us at this point, but also he is useful because he has this knowledge, and so I need to milk him for what he's worth, right? It's just like, get that intel if he has it.
Sure.
Catch him up to
You remember
speed.
3 names specifically. Remember Godfrey? You remember Zale? And you remember Alar?
Any of those ring a bell for either of us?
No, unfortunately, he knows too many Godfreys, and Zale and Alar are just strange enough that he doesn't think he knows them, but they are strange enough that he can search for them, and that's something.
Okay. I'll also make sure that my uncle knows those names too. I feel like the 3 of us have one night, maybe we just get together, pool the intel.
Very much. You can tell he's still a little guarded. He's still unsure exactly, but that's just the sort of person he's always been. But there's such evidence preponderance that you are who you say you are. It's just, yeah. Hard for him to ignore.
Emery's like, what do you know about this guy? I'm gonna be like, well, I don't want to give away too much, but you do have that sword pressed up against my face. So
for me, my sister believes that I'm the real me, and that's enough.
Is that all you're doing?
Absolutely not. So definitely still, unless there's an objection to this, still running drills with Rathgurther every morning, dragging her ass out of bed at the crack of dawn.
It has suddenly become much less pleasant for you.
Yeah, well, she stops going easy on you, I think, maybe. You have a couple bruises where she actually hit you because you said some shit about a horse. And she's just like, well, bam! All right, run it again. But also, oh yeah, it goes without saying, she's definitely spending a lot of time with her sister trying to catch up. And then also, I think at some point, when no one else is paying too much attention, she's gonna go out in the backyard and she is going to think back on the devil whose body she snatched, and she's like, in theory, I should be able to do that too, right?
You should, in theory.
What do I remember from the dreamscapes and my own memories about? Were there any
remember
particular standouts?
Yeah, first of all, you're gonna have to give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, good. I love those. Oh, that's an 8.
It's an 8. That's unfortunate. I don't think you're going to be able to plumb your memory too much right now.
But we did just have we saw her in the dream that Tim and I were doing.
That's right. You do remember that part. You remember her name is Ontalax, and that she has a brother. And that brother is relatively more, well, it's hard to say on the hierarchy of devils, but at the very least, he had a bone devil working for him, which should tell you something.
What should it tell me?
It's that her brother, whoever he is strong enough to be able to command a bone devil around. Which means he's not just some low-level devil.
Okay, so...
Low-level devil. It's a song. That's my band name in high school.
Big shot. Was there like a specific type of devil that she was that I would have been able to maybe suss out?
You're unsure what she was, but you certainly get flashes that her brother is probably some sort of Cambrian.
Okay. Do they have wings typically?
Her brother certainly does.
So I mean, by the laws of genetics, I would say Emery wants to know if she has wings. I'm gonna stand out there, and it's gonna look
Is she
real
a
stupid.
gelfling?
It's a gelfling.
She is going to like just go out into the garden when everybody else is like either asleep or not paying attention, and she's just gonna like, okay, I am visualizing wings.
Okay, go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, come on, dice, please. I always roll bad at my wisdom saves. You can give me this one just once, please. The 13.
13. Unfortunately,
Damn it.
you just look like a bit of a fool.
Oh,
Upsetting.
damn it. I try like really, really hard though. Can I just say that like I'm trying this like whenever I have the chance? I'm just like,
Try again. Yep.
18. That one's an 18.
18?
That one's an 18. Plus 0.
Plus 0. That's unfortunate. But with an 18, you begin to feel an itch between your shoulder blades. And you reach behind you if you can and feel 2 little nubs starting to emerge.
Okay, that's creepy. I kind of thought they would like I kind of thought it would be an all or nothing thing. Okay, well, this kind of freaks her out a little bit, I think. Okay. Go back in.
Nope.
Or okay. Well,
you're stuck with them now.
Oh god.
And with that, we're moving on to our final contestant, Tim Tam.
Okay, so I think at some point, probably after she's dealt with this bad trip that she's experienced, at some point she's gonna go knock on Emery's door at some point at night.
Okay.
Emery?
Hey, what's up?
So like you've done like a lot of stuff for your family. Like we broke your uncle out of house arrest, and then like you went back to your house and like saved your sister and talked to your dad.
Yeah.
Is that like normal? Is that like normal family like stuff that people would do for their families?
I think it's at this moment Emery remembers that we didn't finish unpacking that conversation in the swamp where Tim said that she's not sure if she's sad that her parents are dead. I think she just kind of goes, I mean, most families don't have quite the circumstances that mine does. So I'm not saying that it's a normal thing in that you would usually have to. But I think wanting to help. Tim, are you okay? You're not. Don't answer that. I know you're not. We never finished unpacking what happened in the...
there's not like anything to unpack.
Doubt. Eyebrow raise, looking down on her. Doubt.
I mean, I don't want to like get in the way of anybody's stuff.
Tim,
but,
do you want to take a walk?
Well, I know that I
think maybe we need some fresh air for this, and I'll just we're just gonna do laps around the inside of the gate.
I know that my parents were working on stuff in the forest, and I mean we're so close, and but they never came to look for me.
Yeah, no, you mentioned that. And I mean, I saw that whole dream thing too. Did they always treat you like that?
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, that was actually one of the like nicer
Nice. Oh,
times.
okay.
I know that they had stuff out here, and I
Yeah, but Tim, how long did they leave you alone in that place?
like, I don't know. The years kind of run together. Like 15 years, give or take.
No, Tim, that is not normal.
I mean, they had work to do.
Even if they listen, Tim, my dad was not exactly the most, attentive parent because he had work and he had shit. We still saw him occasionally. He didn't just up and go out into the woods for over a day. Tim, that's not normal. Tim,
But, like,
that
gnomes
is.
live a long time, so like maybe like the years are maybe it's really just like leaving for a couple months for normal people, right?
No, Tim, I think your parents suck. And I don't know if there's a way to fix that. I mean, if we find them, do you want me to beat them up for you? Because I will. I mean, based on everything I've heard, this is.
I think that I don't know if I care about finding them, which I know makes me sound like that's bad. You should
No,
like
Tim, you are. They sure as shit never came back to check on you. I think it's fine if you don't want to give a shit. I think that's normal. If anything is normal here, that is normal. They were horrible to you.
I mean, they didn't like they remembered my birthday most years.
Tim, listen to yourself.
Tim.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Mal is just gonna step out of the shadows and join where you guys are walking.
It was a
You
hell of a
gotta
stealth
give a
check.
girl warning when you
Bravo.
do that.
I rolled a stealth check. That was awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tim
Yeah.
Tam, I know that you don't really know what to think about your parents right now. But when we were in the other town, I found out some information about your parents, and I didn't know how to tell you.
Okay.
Give me a second. I'm looking for the name of the town. There it is.
It was in Leyland.
Leyland? Okay. Some gnome couple was spotted in Leyland about 3 months before we arrived, and they matched the description of your parents. So they might still be alive.
They were that close. And they didn't even send a letter or a message or
More importantly, it has been about 2 months since our adventure started.
Tim, you have every right to be upset.
I think I want to find out what they were working on.
Okay.
Because clearly it's more important than I was.
Now, I'm kneeling and I'm putting my hands on her shoulders. Hey, parents are pieces of shit. That does not reflect on you, okay?
Tim Tam and Vernon also walked out from the trees.
Can we stop with the sneak up on me?
Vernon also
sorry.
rolled pretty good.
Yeah, I did. I rolled a 17. So, I also saw your parents while I was out drifting in the astral sea. I I don't remember much about like any interactions or anything, but I definitely saw them. I know that just seeing two gnomes doesn't necessarily mean they're your parents, but they definitely gave off Tim Tam vibes. So
Wait, you saw them in the astral sea, or you saw you like
Specifically, Vernon, while in the astral sea, saw them. They were not themselves in the astral sea.
So he like saw them through like a window or something. They
Essentially.
were not like, okay. That's what I was trying to suss out. That wasn't
So
too
that
long
might be
ago.
another reason why they didn't stop by. They might not be themselves. Who knows?
What you like you?
Oh, me? I'm very much me.
Yeah, but you weren't for a bit there.
Oh, well, technicalities, you know.
More than technicality, but I'll drop it for now. I mean,
Again, for the sake of brevity here, Tim, you do have a map of your parents' equipment nearby, and there is several locations along the high forest, one of which is easily within half of a day's walk, maybe.
Yeah, can we like go? I know
You
they
wanna?
had I think so. I don't
Wanna
know
go?
what I'll find, but
well, when we find it, what are you gonna do?
I think I just want answers.
Sorry, I
Okay.
don't mean to interrupt.
I was really hoping you'd just step in. Thank you.
See,
I rolled 9 on a stealth check, so I don't even sneak out.
I was gonna say, is like, I almost hate that I'm saying this, but can we be more like Rathgurther, please? Not sneaking up. Thank you.
Why would I
We're
sneak
not-
up? It seems rude.
Well, if I rolled poorly, I would have fallen out of a tree. So
I was just going to say, and maybe this isn't my business, but we're here if you need anything.
I
Right,
just
yeah.
I think I want to. I think having the stuff that happened when I was in Vernon's brain, it kind of made me put stuff into perspective, and there's a lot of stuff that's going on, guys, and I don't know how to deal with a lot of it, and I think I need for dealing with some of it before I can't deal with any of it.
Okay. I'll just is she accepting of hugs right now? I'm gonna kind of leave. Okay, yeah. If
Yes.
she's if she lets me, then I'll just yep. It's a little awkward, but she's yep.
She's definitely gonna do the child thing where she just shoves her face into
Yeah.
the crook between your neck and
Yeah.
shoulder, and just
She's gonna feel my wing nubs if she's
Yeah.
not careful.
No. But she's gonna do the neck hug that toddlers
Aw.
do. The very
Mhm.
I just need a maternal figure to
Mhm.
sob into right now.
Yeah, you know what? In fact, if Tim is light enough, I'm just gonna pick her up and hold her.
She's
Oh, yeah.
teeny.
It's
No.
little tiny.
Yeah, all right. You can scream, you can cry. We're gonna figure this out. All right.
Fan artists in the comments.
I will
This is-
sob. I will cry. Okay.
And if you want me to beat the shit out of your parents if we ever find them, you just say the word. I've seen more than enough evidence to show that they deserve it.
Is it bad that I was thinking about maybe if Sparks should try to bite them? Is that bad?
I would love to see that personally. That would be
Okay.
fun.
I felt a little bit guilty about feeling that. So.
Do not feel guilty at all.
Gnomes
I mean,
are tiny and easy to shake.
You know what else
You're
is
not
easy to shake?
your
Ghosts.
gnome.
Fun fact, Sparks, you weren't there with us for that bit.
Do you like to shake? Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's
Can we
easy.
go first thing in the morning? Is that okay? I don't want to if
I'll
other people
have
have
to-
stuff to do. I don't want to
I mean, we do, but none of it's especially easily actionable, and your thing is right there.
Yeah, and after that, we can maybe talk about when you were experiencing your bad trip. You were talking about the world coming to an end.
I think that's maybe one of the things
yeah.
we're figuring answers out for.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, guys. I don't know what to do about it.
Well, ain't that just what we're all doing, right?
Yeah.
I'll let Ulrich and Nina know that we're going to be gone tomorrow.
Nothing more than a day trip, really.
We'll figure something out. I'll get everything together. I'm still holding Tim, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding her until she says she wants down.
Yeah, she does a little like wiggle. Like, let me
Yeah,
go.
it's like, all right, there you go.
She's like a cat. She just starts to like.
Listen, you got to listen to the body language if you got cats.
Yes.
It will make it clear that they want down.
I'm picturing, you know, that meme where the lady is holding, what's his face, the comedian, the short comedian,
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay. So yes, absolutely. This is relatively easy to get together. Ulrich doesn't have any problems with it. Nina is fine with it. Again, you're basically just going on a day trip into the forest. And he hasn't been out that way in quite a while, so he doesn't really know what's over there. He did, or does mention that he remembers there was some sort of compound being built out there, but he didn't know exactly what exactly was in it. So,
okay. I think also we still have our like little Fey protections on us, right?
Yep.
Does Ulrich have like an iron baseball bat or something, just in case? It's like carrying your bear spray when you go out into the woods. You carry like an iron baseball bat to keep the Fays away.
He does have iron darts, so if anyone is able to
I will
use
take those
darts, you can absolutely use darts. That's easy
I
enough.
think I probably do. Is that a martial weapon?
It's not a martial weapon. It's a simple weapon. Almost all of
I
you
can
could
use
probably
it,
use
yeah.
darts. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And you all set off into the woods. Who is leading this little adventure?
He said the title of the episode.
Tim has a map.
Indeed.
So she
Then
should probably at least like help.
Give me a
someone who
survival
is
check
maybe
with advantage,
better.
perhaps.
Okay.
I'll help, but my survival is +0.
You're still getting advantage anyway, so. What's up?
I will also help because my survival is +2.
I rolled 2 3s.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I won't say you get horribly lost. You just get a little lost.
I think we passed this tree already.
My parents, they didn't. The map is like kind of weird. There's like coffee stains on it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Can I like climb a tree and try to see like if I can see anything in the distance?
You're gonna have to give me
it's a
your own
total of
survival
6,
check.
But
Are you holding the map upside down?
Oh, well,
Oh,
that's a
right, that's
16. 16 +0 survival.
16 is way better, but in addition, all of that. Give me half a moment. Maldris, Vernon, Rathgurther. I already had Maldris down, apparently. Okay, where's Tim? Where's Tim? Where's Spark? There's Spark. Where's Tammy? Not here.
Where is Tammy?
She is living her
Off
best life
frolicking.
up and down the Sword Coast, being a bad bitch the way she's intended to be.
Of course. Should have been.
That's all. That's the only
Love
NPCs I know how to
her.
make.
Haven't we been on this map before?
No, you have not. You are deep in the forest here, and when Emery comes back down, Emery, you have seen there is movement across the bay. Something big is trundling towards you.
Get down. Stay quiet. There's something over there.
If anyone wants
When
to,
you
they
say
can
big,
roll a stealth check.
How big we talk?
The trees are shaking with the passage
good.
of this creature.
Oh, good.
You
Still,
said we're rolling stealth?
Roll
no.
stealth.
I heard this is Vernon's on stealth because I'm wearing heavy armor now.
Uh-huh.
Oh no!
Man. That's a 10 for me.
An 8?
Wonderful.
No.
26.
I
Absolutely.
think that
Math is
I might
correct.
have Pass Without Trace. Do I? No, I don't. Never mind.
No,
I
unfortunately.
do.
25.
I have the Circle of Invisibility though.
That's true. That gives you advantage.
I would
And
give that
Maldris
to...
absolutely just melt into the fucking forest.
I will give that to Emery.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, then it's an 11 because my other dice was a 9. Unless you want me to roll again with the
No.
circlet.
No, it's all good. I mean, if you roll with advantage, then... Oh, yeah, you
Well,
can
'cause
roll
with-
again. So I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely you can roll again. Jesus.
Okay,
Okay.
that is a 17 then, and I'm invisible.
Okay, not bad. You're invisible. But however, Vernon rolled like a 10, if I recall.
Can I cast invisibility on him?
If you would
If
like
he
Can
to.
I
seems to be struggling?
can I use disguise self and turn myself into a tree?
I mean...
You turn into a human who looks suspiciously like a tree.
I am an entling. Entling.
Mm-hmm.
I will cast invisibility on Vernon.
All right. Invisibility on Vernon. Go ahead and with advantage. That means, Rathgirther, I'm waiting on you, my friend.
I believe I also have I have an imperfect circlet of invisibility.
You do indeed.
Oh, that's the one that I gave you.
So I
You
got
have
a
2 of
16,
them.
but I guess that gives me
have 2 of
advantage, so I'll roll
Yeah.
again. Just in case. Yeah, 16.
16. All of
Mhm.
you get behind a series of trees and or turn invisible. However you need to do to hide from this thing that is coming your way. The first thing that hits you all is the smell. A wave of putrefaction. Something has been rotting for quite some time, but there's also a sweetness to it that's almost appetizing. Could you also roll me initiative just for fun?
Hate this. Oh,
No reason.
that's real bad. It's a 4.
That's a 6 for me.
More, huh?
How does my paladin get advantage on initiative and my fighter doesn't?
At 20.
Oh yeah, baby.
It was a 20 for Rathgirther. That
23.
was a 20 something, sorry, for Rathgirther.
23.
23.
At 20.
20 flat for Tim.
Gotcha. Emery again was
4.
4. Wow. Hold on, I gotta.
Wow.
Wow.
Vernon was
6.
6, huh?
Much like his IQ as the arthropod, yes.
And Maldris?
19.
Oh, okay. Perfect. All of you are well hidden as the stench is immediately followed by sight of the creature itself. Creatures, I should say. A wave of rotting corpses is trundling towards you all. Not really moving in a way you would expect, all together, all swaying in a very particular way. Emery and Tim, the first thing you notice is there does not appear to be this bent, the feel of necromantic energy in the air. These things are being animated a different way. If anyone could give me a perception check, please.
Sharp. Plus 0 to that.
It's
Oh,
a
that's
4
an
for me.
11.
Also 11.
Also 11.
Mine was 10.
4.
Can I roll for Sparks just in case?
Sure. Sorry, Maldris, what did you
Wait.
roll again?
A 10. But
Okay.
if there's the scent of like the dead things and rotting things, are my ghosts like feeling anything? Are they calm? Are they freaking out? Like what's happening? What's Randy doing?
They're calm as they can be in terms of like they also confirm for you, Maldris, that this is not necromancy.
22 for Sparks.
Hell yeah.
It's because he has that nose.
That's right.
Yeah.
The nose knows.
Good boy knows.
Dog's got good senses.
Absolutely. Sparks points out to you that they are actually all connected by some strangling vines. These creatures are being activated by something bigger thudding its way behind you. There is a giant moving plant that is slithering along the ground. It contains, as you can see, more corpses just chilling, just hanging out, just ready to be used.
Oh no.
Tim Tam, it is officially your turn. What do you want to do? If you break and run, it will see you. This will become a chase.
Are we in its path?
You are.
Cool. Then what I would like to do is cast. What would I like to cast?
Aspersions.
Aspersions.
Actually, I was not prepared for this. I will cast probably not much because I don't have anything that I think is useful here. Actually, web. I'm going to cast web on the ground in front of it. It's a 20-foot cube.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
It can go 60
Solid.
feet from me. I don't know where the thing is.
Are you
I'm
trying to
not
web
looking.
the zombies, or are you trying to web the creature?
All of it. It's a 20-foot cube.
Yeah, you can. You can catch all of them. Look at that. What's
I
the
would
roll?
love to do that. Okay. Conjure mass. Dex 16.
The plant makes it. The
It's a
zombies do not.
plant.
Mm-hmm.
Smart plant. Or
You see that it is covered in slick acid that melts your web as it moves forward.
Love that.
Tim just
Everything
keeps having
else.
bad experiences with acid today.
Mm-hmm.
So
The zombies, however, are stuck in place by your web.
yes. Yes.
And the creature is now aware of your presence.
Fuck. Well, it is flammable, so we can light it on fire. Oh, they're very close to me. The zombies are stuck. So what I'm gonna do is run for it.
Make me a strength save. Athletic, please.
8.
Because you did not roll good on your perception check, you failed to notice that ahead of the zombies there were other tendrils meant to ensnare nearby enemies. And as you and Maldrus were the closest, you both got ensnared. Your speed is 0. You cannot move.
Oh no.
Unfortunately.
Can Sparks do anything to help? It's not an attack roll, is it, that they made against me?
Go here. No, it is not. It is just something that happened because you did not notice.
Great. Then yeah, I would say that we're all ensnared. Awesome.
Sparks could do the help action.
Bite, bite, bite the snare.
But that's on his turn, which is just after yours.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll have him try to help.
All right. Things have picked up now that the creature is aware of at least your little friend's presence. And so I'm going to change it to something a little bit more vigorous.
Good. Love that. Love all this.
This creature is large and imposing. You are not all sure that in this sort of ambushed stance you can defeat it. However, one last bit of information before I continue with Sparks' turn using the help action to free Tim Tam. Emery, you did notice that nearby you saw something sticking out of the trees in the direction that Tim was trying to head.
Like a tower?
Like a tower.
Something?
Mm-hmm.
Is that in the direction of the plant or away from the plant? Or
It is away from the plant. It is in this direction. However, you're absolutely now in a fighting chase. Maldrus.
where am I in this mess? Okay.
Yes.
You are also, unfortunately, ensnared. However, I believe you have like a bonus action disengage that you can do.
Do I?
because you're a rogue. It'll be under cunning action, I believe.
Oh yeah, dash, disengage, or hide
Mm-hmm.
are my options.
You could blow your bonus action disengage to make an athletics check on the bonus action. I would allow that.
That was a fucking sentence that would have given a boomer like a very big headache.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I roll an athletics check.
Mm-hmm.
To see if you can get out, I assume.
That's my athletics. Okay. Yeah. That's a nat 20.
Woo!
Okay, yeah, you free yourself.
Plus
No problem.
5.
Is because it's a nat 20, they also free Tim?
Tim is free right now, actually, because of Spark.
Yeah, Sparks.
Oh,
freed
I
him.
assumed that Sparks would have to roll for something.
No, Sparks just uses the help.
Oh,
action.
okay.
Anyone who is not the person trapped doesn't have to make a roll for this. So Maldris, you are free to move around, and you still have an action.
Pick up
So are we
Tim.
running?
Maldris, you know you're at least too close, and fighting this thing in a close-in environment, probably not a great idea. If Emery called out that she saw a structure.
I would have, I think, when I was up in the tree.
It's a little bit more of a defensible idea. I think Maldris would know that at the very least.
Okay. No, that's not what I wanted.
I think you're all aware you can't really get away from this thing. You're going to have to fight it, but at the very least, you can get somewhere.
It's about 25 feet away from me.
Mm-hmm.
And my speed is 30. The best I could do would be to run up to Tim, grab her, and then just go another 5 feet in whatever direction we're running away from.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So if you would like to do that, you can go ahead. The direction you are running is this way.
Okay.
So easily, I will move Tim the 5 feet there. You just kind of heft her up.
Yeah,
then
we're going.
I
We're
believe
going.
you still have your action to attack if you wish.
Can I hold it in case something gets close enough for me to
Yeah, if you want to.
Oh wait, picking up Tim doesn't count as an action?
You used up part of your movement for it.
She's Lidl.
Lidl.
Oh.
She's small. She's a small creature. You're a medium
I can
creature.
just like crouch down and she can just like hop on my back.
I mean, it would slow you a little bit for that, but she's a small creature. Like, you can do a quick action to just kind of move her along.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll check my dagger.
Yeah. You may chuck your dagger.
As soon as
what
I'm
would you like?
over-
One of the zombies, perhaps, or one of the big creature?
Whatever's closest to us.
There is
So
easily
one
a
of
zombie
the-
closer to you, trapped in
Yeah.
some webbing. Yep.
Whatever makes me not have disadvantage on a throw. It has to be more than 20 and less than 60, right?
No. 60 is just the range at which it starts to get disadvantage. Although I think you have marksman, so I don't think that matters.
Do I have marksman?
It'll be under your feet.
Under the chair in front of you.
Should be archer, sexist.
I have
Sharpshooter.
uncanny. Oh yeah, it's all the way at the bottom. Attacking
Yeah.
at long range
Doesn't impose disadvantage. Yeah, so you can shoot all the way up to 60 without disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, I'll just hit whatever's gaining on us the most.
Okay, well, I mean, easily the zombies, but they are trapped in webbing. The creature at the back is not.
Oh. Well, how long are they going to be trapped in webbing for?
No
Is
idea.
it worth it for me to...
It's clear that the creature is controlling them, though.
Okay, we'll go for the creature. That is a 24 to hit.
That absolutely hits. Holy shit.
And that is a 1d4 plus 4 damage. That is a 3 plus 4, so 7 damage.
7 whole damage to the creature. Shoot. Knife. Okay.
And then it comes back to me.
It does.
Because my murder knife of returning. And that's my turn.
All right. Vernon.
All right, it's time for Vernon's turn-ins, as we established last time. My pleasure. So I've been thinking about a couple different things. First of all, are there any branches that weigh less than 10 pounds around here?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Vernon would like to use Mage Hand and throw a branch in front of the zombies, even though it's not really necessary since they're all bound up in webs and stuff like that. Just so if they manage to break out, they'll trip themselves.
Okay.
And then we'll have them prone.
Just
And
throwing
then
sticks
I
at them?
think that he's
Okay.
going to just go throw some branches in front of him.
Just Vernon's
I'm
back
gonna
immediately
move
throws
back
a bunch of sticks. Ah!
just a little bit. 1, 2, hold on a sec. 3, 4, 5, 6 back there. So that I'm even further away from them, but I can still probably hit them with my Eldritch Blast.
Probably.
Okay, that's all I want to do.
Okay. Emery.
Okay, so I'm over here. Oh, that's very far away. Did
Edge of
you
the map you're
say
trying to get to is whop 200 feet.
Okay. You said that I could see that there was like tendrils controlling the zombies, right?
Yes.
I want to keep some distance from me and these guys. I'm gonna like call everybody, like tell them where to go. Is like, we need to go. The best I can do right now without getting in this thing's face is firebolt, and I would love to specifically aim at the nodules that are controlling the zombies.
Or the web.
Well, I don't want to burn the web because
The web
I want
is
them to.
flammable and will do extra damage, right? Isn't that how that works?
Well, yeah, but we want to keep them trapped in the web, though. I thought.
Are you sure you
figured.
can't just stop concentrating on the web also?
But I could. I don't want to. I want it to do extra damage. Extra
Listen,
flame
if it comes to it, Tim, if it
you're right.
comes to it, I will do so much fire damage. But I'm trying to keep them in webbed. I have
Okay,
I have
okay.
burning hands. If they get close enough, I'm setting them all on fire.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
I'm
it's too bad I'm not
holding.
still a crab. I could imagine they were just house cats.
I'm holding it because I'm
Shame.
not that close to them. But firebolt has a range of 120 feet.
Mhm.
So I would love to use firebolt and try to maybe like burn these vines that are like controlling the zombies.
You can take a little bit less of it'll have a higher AC essentially, but you can absolutely shoot for it.
Yep. It's a cantrip. I can do this as many times as I want.
Mhm.
Okay. That's a nat 20!
Yeah!
All right.
4d10 is
Doubled.
61 fire damage with a fucking cantrip, baby. No, wait.
I was gonna say, is that already doubled?
It's 31. They accounted for the crit, and I didn't realize it until I looked a little
wowee.
closer. It's 31 fire damage to these
Okay,
fucking
really
little guys. DM.
Okay.
I want to deactivate these zombos. Is what I'm trying.
So you shoot towards the plant at the nodule that is controlling these zombos. And you hit it. And indeed, these zombos go limp in the web as they do so. The creature, however, doesn't appear to be damaged very much at all.
That's fine. I just wanted those zombies out of the picture. because they were the closest thing. I think I'm going to kind of move in, like, I'm gonna move a little bit parallel. Because like I want to be getting away, but I also want to be there to like help my friends if they need it. So I'm just gonna like wiggle myself in there and like kind of gesture to Tim and Maldridge, like, go in that way, go in that direction, go, go, go. We're not fighting, we're running. And I'll pull my swords out just in case.
At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action to disgorge
Hey.
3 more zombies.
Good.
And digest 1, healing it for 11 health.
Rude. This is fucked up.
Isn't it just?
This is fucked up.
On the zombies' turn, they can't do anything because they are no longer animated. They are trapped. Rathgurther.
So, first and foremost, actually, I'd like to cast Speak with Dead.
Go for it. Sure.
Spicy.
And I would like to do so and attempt to persuade the zombies to work against the thorns.
Or
the vines.
Sure. I mean, you remember they are unanimated entirely when they do not have the vines influence over them. This is not they're just corpses whenever they do not have the plant animating them.
It's puppeting them, not possessing them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they're still dead bodies.
They are, but they
can
don't
be
have any
spoken.
control.
They can't
over what they're
move.
doing.
Like they wouldn't be
Yeah.
able to
I
assist.
think you just
Oh,
might
they would-
learn
oh,
some
right, right.
information, but it would probably be somewhere along the lines of, a plant is going to eat me. Please run.
Quick question: are these wet puppets?
They are very wet. Holy shit.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
These are like reanimator style wet puppets. These are.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
Okay, so first of all, there's not a lot of puppets in the original Reanimator, but if we're talking Bride of Reanimator, there's a few. I wouldn't consider them very wet, but that's a conversation for another day. I hadn't thought about that, and as a consequence, neither would Rathgurther have. So I feel it would be metagaming now. So I'm just gonna give a stirring speech to one of the corpses to revolt against the vines that goes on a little too long as he is trying to interrupt, and but I don't let him.
Mhm.
And then as a bonus action, I would like to give Bardic Inspiration to Emery.
Thank you.
Well, don't thank me just yet, because the way I choose to do that is by singing your horse song and reminding you of the beautiful friendship you had with your horse.
She like full body like a fucking character in a Ghibli movie, just like hair stands on. He's like, "Why did you?"
I'm reminding you that you have something to fight for, and also making you very mad and more good at fighting.
I think, Emery, you're probably more mad that it actually does feel calming and bolstering to hear this song again, sung by
She's
Rathgurther.
fluffed up like a Studio Ghibli character. She is so pissed. She's like, "I'm gonna kill Ulrich."
That's my turn. Oh, do the corpses say anything to me? Do they give me any info?
It is, yes, mostly a chorus of, killer plant, run.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
The plant. Luckily, you can all see that its movement speed is not particularly robust. However, it's noticing the direction in which you are traveling and begins to slither forward 40 feet.
Oh, this bitch.
It can't get through these trees, actually, so it's going to have to stop here. It is going to use
Our
its
greatest
bonus
ally, the
action
trees.
to digest another... No, wait. It's going to use its bonus action to reanimate more dudes. 4 more zombies reanimated.
Jesus.
Shit, I didn't throw any sticks over there.
It just belches out a whole bunch of them.
Okay, great. Love that for us.
All right, Tim.
Well,
What I would like to do is cast. Maldrus has like long legs and is quick, right?
I think so.
Uh, 30
Yeah.
feet is my speed.
More than me. I'm gonna cast. How does jumping work? What are
So
what are jumping?
you
You
bet
don't
your
use
legs.
Yeah.
Thank
Scientists
you,
don't
thank
know.
you, thank you, thank you.
Typically, you would be able to jump. I think it's double your strength bonus. Or double your strength score, pardon. I believe. Don't quote me on that.
Does
Yeah.
that count as is that an action or does that use your movement?
Use your movement.
Okay. Well, then what I'll do instead, I'm going to cast a long strider on myself. And so I think what she's going to do is like get a little jar of like basically like correction fluid and just like and sprint away. She has cast long strider on herself. Her speed is now 10 feet more. Can you move me 35 feet in the direction that I need to go because I wasn't paying attention when you indicated which direction it was?
That's fine. You're only moving 35 feet?
Long strider only adds 10 feet to my
Okay.
speed.
Is your max 25?
I'm a
It's little.
gnome. I
Oh.
have teeny tiny little legs.
Little.
35 feet. Are you going? Oh, and you can't use your dash action, I suppose, because you use long strider.
Because I cast the spell, yes. I'm hoping that it will pay off in the long run.
Yeah.
I'm making decisions for the long term. We'll see.
Do you wish Sparks to follow you?
I wish Sparks to yes.
He
And
just
he'll
kinda
dash
keeps
if he
pace.
needs to get to yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm gonna do. I don't think there's anything else I can do.
Maldrus, you have the most. I think you have the highest passive perception with a 17. You're noticing that this creature isn't able to get through these trees for a moment, so it's going to have to go around the longer way. You don't have the ability to, but someone might be able to trap this thing under some trees and give you enough time to run, as opposed to fight and run. Might even give you enough time to fortify wherever you're going before the creature arrives, because it's going to be on your trail regardless. You know this sort of creature, incidentally. It is absolutely a fayish creature.
Oh, is it?
Oh, yes. The wild is full of these sorts of creatures. Yeah.
Like a specific. Have I fought this one before?
You usually avoid them because of basically they can spawn a fucking army of undead.
Do I know any pro strats?
Trapping it seems to be the best way to go about it, but you're going to have to get a lot of fire.
I have a lot of fire. I have so many fire spells you wouldn't even believe.
Yeah.
And you guys would know that.
Well, I was trying to think of something a little bit more clever, but I also lost. There is my character sheet. I have too many tabs open, and I should really not have that. Okay. So, damn it! Do I not have like a rope or something on me?
Do you have an adventurer's kit?
I have 50 feet of rope.
Sure.
I also have a candle. Apparently.
Hey, we've got all that iron. If this is a Fae thing, maybe we could use that somehow.
Oh, it's not Fae as in that sort of Fey. It's Fey as in this thing is in the Feywild a lot. It is still a plant.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay. I have an idea. I want to. I have a flask of oil.
Mhm.
Can I drench the rope in oil
Can.
and then tie it between 2 trees to then get out of the way, and we can maybe set that on fire to prevent it from going any further?
You could certainly try that. Yes. There's a bigger
like to try
gap
that.
right here specifically that you all would have to go through. And maybe the corpse flower could actually get between that gap. You're not sure. So you could string the rope that way and then rush through.
Yes, as long as it's following us that
Mhm.
way.
Yep.
Then yes, I would like to do that.
Okay.
To like
You'd have to give
go
up your ability
there.
to dash, but I think that you would have enough actions
Yeah.
aside from that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to like hold my action until do it when everybody else passes through.
Okay. I will hold you here.
So yeah, I will be lagging behind. But just
Sure.
to set a trap for the thing so it can't follow us as quickly.
Can't really follow you as quickly. Perfect. Vernon, you see a trap being made. You know you should be running in this general direction.
Okay. In that case, I think I'm going to turn and try to move in that direction, I suppose. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, hold on. I want to give myself like a little bit of. Where was I? Right
There
here.
you are. You were right
Okay,
there.
thank you.
I got you. If you move 30 feet, you will be here. If you need to move a little bit more than that, you can dash for the whole 60.
Whoa. Vernon, you're on a tree.
Hellspire,
Yeah, I
wonderful.
think that he's just gonna move down to where that 30 is. I'm sorry. I'm gonna drop Vernon and you can.
Don't worry, I got
flop
you.
him
I got
over
you.
there.
Yeah, you're over here.
Thanks, homie. Okay.
You can't really see the flower from here. You might be able to. You could again just run if you wanted to.
So I know that I have this spell called Magic Mouth, which allows me to like create a mouth out of anything that might have a mouth. Do I see like any trees that have like knot holes or anything in them?
Plenty of trees
that
have
I might be
burls and
able
stuff.
to-
Absolutely.
Yeah. I was thinking about like trying to distract the tree by like casting it like behind, or distract the plant by just casting it behind there. So I'm thinking maybe like this tree right here, but I don't know if that's close enough.
I mean, it is. I don't
just
know
within
if
60
that would,
feet.
You could
I don't know
try it
what
as
the
a
range
distractor,
is.
right? Yeah.
But I also know it's a thing where it takes like 10 minutes for it to use it because it's a ritual. It says.
I mean, you could cast it immediately for a spell slot either, but it's
okay.
dubious use in this particular instance, I think.
Okay, in that case, maybe I won't do that then.
Just dash. Run away. Be brave, Vernon.
Be brave and run away. Yes.
Brave and dashing.
I could also use spider climb and give that to Tim so that. Well, I can't do that because I'm too far away. Never mind. Yeah, I'm just gonna run, I think.
Okay.
So we'll do another 30 feet.
Here, I got you. What?
Oh, okay.
Is that roughly where you wanted to go?
Yep, right in that direction.
There's a lot
and
of
now
trees
I
and
do
stuff.
have sight on it, so
Yeah, now you do. Absolutely.
No. So next turn, I should be able to do my favorite spell.
Yeah. What is playest? All right, Emery.
That's the one I was talking about. Yeah.
So you know what's always confused me with Dungeons and Dragons? Cones. Yes. I would love to cast Burning Hands right now, and it says it's a 15-foot cone. How wide is my cone?
It is a 45-degree cone. 15 feet out is here. 45 degrees is about here.
Yeah. Okay. So before I do this, though, you said that when I cast a firebolt on the nodule of the plant, you said that didn't seem to do much.
It didn't seem to do much in terms of it being overly damaged. It wasn't as though it was resistant, as you feel.
Okay.
It just seems
Because
that this thing is very tough.
I'm fishing for resistances, so that you would say I would not assume that this plant is resistant to fire.
This plant is not resistant to fire.
Burning hands! It's a dex save for anybody in my cone.
All right, what's the save?
Would I be able to back up a little bit and so I can get like one more zombie in my cone before I cast this?
Sure, yeah, we'll say you backed up already. It's not a big deal.
Okay. I want to catch as many of them as possible in it. If I can catch that webbing as well, I would love that, but I don't know if that's going to be an option. Where is the... Yeah, absolutely. Because
web is like right here. You could easily just maneuver that.
Yeah. I defo want to get the big fucker. But I am burning as many zombies with me as I can. So it's a dex save. The DC is 12. It's a half save, or it's half damage on a successful save.
All of them make it.
Okay, then what's half of 17?
Round it up. So it'd be
9.
Yeah.
9 fire damage, and then does
zombos die?
Yes.
And this takes 9 damage.
I didn't think the zombies would be that dexterous, sons of bitches.
They rolled an 18. They are not that dexterous.
Quick.
Ooh.
Hey,
Oh, wait! Well, no, the Bardic Inspiration, it was not an attack roll. It was
I don't think it needs to be.
What, could I use Bardic Inspiration to give them disadvantage?
Oh, no.
Because I was
You
like, I
can't
don't
use
think
it on a
that's...
save, no.
Yeah. If I was making a save, then yeah, but
yeah,
they're making a save. I don't have silvery barbs here. Yeah, then I'm just gonna use the rest of my movement to fucking run.
All right. You can run your 30 feet wherever you'd like.
By 30 feet. Okay. It said that up was like 20 feet.
Okay, I got you. Don't worry about it.
Thank you.
I got you. 30 feet would be you about
the rest of my
here-ish.
30.
Yeah.
Yes,
Hi.
Hi. Keep running. I'm keeping an eye on the monster as we're retreating, but I'm encouraging everybody else to come and just fucking run. Just fucking run.
All right. That's Gurther.
Gonna dash.
Go for it. I believe if you... No, never mind. Yeah, you can simply dash. Absolutely. Is that 60 feet for you?
Yes.
Here, let me do that because everyone seems to be having some issues with the forest today.
Yeah.
Feet this way. There you are.
Cool. That will do me.
Perfect.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Welcome to the world of Dungeons and Dragons, where anything is possible.
The plant makes it here and is about to push forward. However, Maldrus's activated ability. Maldrus?
Mm-hmm.
Your activated ability? You were holding your action?
Oh, to set up the trap.
Yes.
So what do I have to do for that?
I would need you to make me a sleight of hand check real quick.
Oh. Okay. Sleight of hand. Actually, no, not this one. This one. That's a 15.
Plus?
Total?
Okay. 15 we'll have to do then.
It was a 6 plus 9?
That's fine. The plant creature is also still a little bit on fire from the burning hand spell. Not like a whole lot, but the embers are enough because you soaked the string for the rope to immediately catch fire and start lighting these trees. You can run if you wish.
Yes.
Oh, wait, it's not your turn yet. Sorry. Hold on.
Yeah, I was just doing my action.
You know what? Let me do a quick check here because I think you were right, and this is enough to stop it for a moment. Okay. With it, basically, I made it make a check to see if it would be able to resist the fiery rope. I think it has been stymied enough. It will have to go all the way around. And this is too small. This is too small. This is too small. It would go all the way over here. If you folks would like, I can set you up in your next area and we can prep for that fight.
Yes.
Because I think
good.
you will
Just
all
gonna
have
keep
enough time to
chasing
just
us.
run, and like turns of dashing is a little bit dry.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think Maldris, you just gave the party enough time to move somewhere and fortify.
Hot
Right.
damn.
Run away.
Run away!
And I want to be clear here. This
away.
creature is chasing you actively, so it's not like you have avoided a fight. It's just they're more later. It is indeed a compound you see as you rush through and break out of the dense forested area. Give me half a moment. Maldris, Emery, Vernon, and Rathgirther. Standing in front of you is a tall tower familiar to only one of you. It is made out of brick and it is incomplete in many places. There is a giant clock face at the very top that has grown quite silent. This place is not particularly pleasant to be around, if only because, Tim, you are immediately on edge. You knew your parents were making other equipment here. You did not realize it would be another tower, so similar to the one you left in Loudwater. Clearly, yours was some sort of prototype. What do? There's a creature mere minutes behind you.
Why am I on edge? Just because it's uncannily similar?
Uncannily similar, yes.
And also the music from the band playing in the background. That will do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're just going.
Rathgirther puts down her lute. Oh, sorry.
Music's getting a little loud.
Yeah,
Where's that coming
we-
from?
I'm.
There you go, I'll lower it.
Can I just go inside? Slowly, nervously go inside.
You know from your tower that when you opened the door, typically you would open up to the magnificent mansion that your parents had designed. As the clock stopped, you remember what it felt like inside the tower, empty, lonely, despondent, as though it had not, of course, had anything to do with it. You open this, the ticking in the back of your mind is almost deafening. You go inside, and there is a person in there crouched over a fire. A small figure. They turn around, and you see it is a young gnome, a little boy. Oh. Hello?
Hi. Who are you? What?
I'm Henry Butterball. Did my parents send you? I haven't seen them in months. And that is where we are going to end it for today.
Oh shit!
Son of a bitch.
You know what? You would.
Too true. Too true.
Oh, you got missing parents? Oh, what if I make them probably the big bag of the whole campaign? How about that? How about I do that?
Oh, they're not the big bad. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, let's not
Jay's
forget
the
the
big bad.
universe is being eaten.
Yeah, it's very Adventure Zone season 1.
Yeah.
Funny you should mention that.
Oh God, is Old Man Whittam's gonna show up here too?
Old Man
Oh my
Whittam's
God.
could appear anywhere. You don't know.
It's true.
All right, everybody. Normally, right after this, we go ahead and we do couch co-op. So I'm not going to give us too much of a break here because we do have a time scheduled to keep. We will only have a couple of minutes after we come back for this, but I do need a very quick break. So don't go anywhere. Prepare your questions, and we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to our regularly scheduled events. This is the couch co-op session. Basically, what happens here is you ask questions of us, and we ask questions of each other, and we try to unravel the mighty web that has been played today. So what we're going to do is we're going to ask questions from now until roughly, I don't know, hopefully a little bit before 5, but we'll see how time goes. And then we'll go from there. It's much easier for me if you type in big, bold letters, question, in front of your question. It allows me to go ahead and check things. I will go back. By the way, Jared, another 50 subs. Thank you so much.
Jared!
I very much appreciate it. Holy cow. Stuff. Things and stuff. Question time has begun. Let's see here. First of all, before I find any questions from the audience, folks on the couch, you got a question for me?
How we doing?
Good, fantastic. Some might even say incredible.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you get off?
on
What's your fucking problem?
Well, apparently family trauma seems to be my bailiwick at the moment.
Must be.
Listen, I do good on the B movie horror scene if I could figure out how to write a script. Let's see. Question from Shadowgun. So, if there is more towers, does that mean maybe more siblings? I wonder.
I'm starting to
More
think that
Vernons,
they left a
there's
child
more.
in each tower.
Yeah.
Tim has how many hidden siblings would that make?
Wait a minute. The tower that we visited with the coffee button.
That was
that
a tower.
was-
That was like a basement.
That was a base underneath
Okay.
the yeah. Not
Because I recall
not
there
too
was
terribly
the
different,
Diaries
though.
of a Dead Gnome Artificer.
Yeah, and we didn't
Uh,
actually go where that, portal went to, so
Hmm.
could have just led to this tower.
Perhaps there are things lining up. Tim does indeed know how many equipment spots were marked on the map in the High Forest. How many were there, Tim?
I know I have it written down somewhere. 8, 10?
There are
11?
10 in total.
10 in
In
total.
the High Forest. Yeah.
In that forest alone?
Yep. Just in the forest.
That's only where they are, and they like sort of encircle
okay.
it. Sort of.
So 10 including your tower? Or was yours the 11th?
Your tower was the 10th. Or at least it was the first on the map, I should say. Tower 1. The tower you're in is somewhere around 5-ish, I think. Question, is Vernon secretly a Disney princess? Jury's out.
Ron is.
Ron is
yes, I
absolutely
am.
a Disney princess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just yesterday
for
with the
anybody who
baby
didn't
squirrels.
see.
Baby squirrels
Yeah,
yesterday. Ron was accosted by them as though he were some friendly forest sprite or something.
It was really cool, actually. I was walking along, and there were these two baby squirrels that just started like crossing the road, and I was like, I don't want them to get hit by a car, so I walked over to them, and I was like, hey, scoot over there to where the grass is, and then they just did not leave me alone, and I was almost late to work because of it. They were like crawling on my shoes. They let me pick them up. I pet them. Yeah.
Wonderful. So yeah, Ron, Disney princess. Vernon, who knows? Med and math. Question. Regarding your actions in the forest, do your characters feel any shame in making Smokey the Bear very unhappy with them? Ask Maldris. Maldris set the forest on fire.
Emery helped.
Yeah, I actually did think about that. I was like, do we really want to set the whole forest on fire? And then I was like,
Does
yeah.
feel like it's not our problem.
I feel like it's not our problem.
I
Sure.
mean, it kind of is our problem, but we can deal with one thing at a time.
Rose is asking, Zoe, would you like a hug for little Tim Tim?
There are lots of things that I would like
My feeling. I'm in danger.
to
is
do
what I'm-
justice for Tim.
Do you want me to
Justice
go
for
punch
Tim.
him? Because I can go
Hashtag.
punch him.
I don't know that punching is enough.
Ooh.
Is the problem.
We're really looking for a more psychological response.
I think we're gonna need a new DM at some point. If anybody like has any recommendations,
strangle him.
IDM.
Yeah,
I think
great,
there
perfect.
are several DMs in this chat, actually.
Yeah.
Not to render myself obsolete. However, I'm aware of several people in this chat who could easily take over.
Yeah, however, be warned, I absolutely did punish my players for setting a forest on fire one time, so...
It's only a little on fire right now.
Yeah, in my defense, they cast Fireball into a forest in the summer, so...
It is like the question was, does anyone in the party feel ashamed to have done that?
Yeah.
And I'm not sure shame is exactly our party's strong suit.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
No.
I think
Yeah.
Tim feels a lot of shame for a lot of things.
Well, I think we all, no, I should have been clear. We never feel shame appropriately.
Yeah.
Yes.
It seems that we're all carrying baggage that we shouldn't be, but not carrying the baggage that we probably should be.
Right. Yeah.
The baggage we deserved, but not the one we carry.
Exactly.
Victor Dead Chrono of Jail. Question, was the thumbnail still with Vernon in the stars because he was still gone at the time? Yes, that was our little hint that Vernon had not come back, that he in fact had done a little do-si-do with his patron.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to tell.
That's right, exactly. There was no other way of telling. I'm honestly surprised your characters kept it so calm and collected while he was doing stuff.
Well, the thing is, right, is Vernon came back and immediately no change in disposition, just like, oh shit, looks like I'm in a house. Cool. So you can forgive us for seeing this incredibly nonchalant figure doing weird shit and going like, kind of seems like Vernon. Kind of seems like some shit Vernon would do.
The licking is what kind of, like, everything that happened in the dungeon, I think really just put it into harsh perspective of, okay, there's normal Vernon, this is too much.
Well, you don't think Vernon just goes around licking stuff all the time? Just in his
now he
now.
does, apparently.
Now he does, yeah.
Well, I mean, he had to do it for science this time, you know?
Let's see here. Question from Jared. Has anyone made playlists for their characters? Jared, who do you think you're talking to? This group has many playlists. I think
I've had the Emery playlist made before we even started playing.
I think some of us have playlists for the other characters in this group, regardless.
Listen, you don't have to out me like that. That was told to you on stream in confidence.
On stream in front of 150 people. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, my secret Rathgurther playlist. It's fine. It has 3 songs in it. Don't get too excited.
God, it's like Emery is obsessed or something.
No, it's like Star has a lot of songs with lyrics that work.
Could you give us a taste?
Pretender by AJR is the first song on there. And the others, I don't remember the names. I have to go digging. They're just in my liked songs somewhere.
And what about for Emery?
30 songs in that playlist.
Oh, you have more than I do. Holy fuck.
I can drop the link in the chat if people want me to. It is a public playlist on Spotify.
Yes.
Share.
Question from Fire Drake. Zoe, how much do you hate Tim's parents right now?
I consider myself to be a relatively peaceful and like even-keeled human being. I try to have a lot of empathy and compassion for other people. If I met these gnomes, I would murder them.
Cool.
And not like quickly.
Implications, everybody. Listen, this is how you get people to hate your villains. Doodle is asking how tall is everyone's characters for completely non-biased reasons. Don't look into it. I think there was a character lineup at some point, but obviously Rathgurther is the tallest. I think Vernon is the next tallest. Because he's a tall and thin, spindly little man.
Yeah, as far as I know, he's like a wiry guy.
And then I think it's Maldris, then Emery, then Tim.
Maldris is 5'4".
Then Sparks, and then Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Emery's, I imagine being, she's a little on the short side for characters that I make. I imagine her being like 5'6"-ish.
Oh, so you're taller than Maldris then?
Oh, well, there you go. So never mind. It is Emery, and then Maldris, and then Sparks, and then Tim.
It's just that Emery has short energy.
I keep hearing this from my chat, and now I'm getting it here. And why does everyone and their mom think that I and my characters are short?
I think you're working through something here. I simply said Emery.
I am working through something. Well, no, because people have told me on my streams that I have short energy, and now people are saying that Emery has short energy, and I'm like, what is it? Why is this following me? I can't even escape it in my freaking Dungeons and Dragons campaign. I am 5'10". God damn it. I'm not short. Emery is though.
Still taller than me, IRL.
here's the problem that you're running into, though, is like there is no shorter vibe than like getting worked up when people say you have short energy. Like that is, to me, if you could boil down what it
Because
means.
it's incorrect.
I know, and that, but like that only makes it worse.
Ow.
It's like I wish I could help you, but like, yeah,
I'm digging this hole for myself is what you're saying.
yeah.
Before I do any more questions from the audience, does anyone on the couch have any questions for each other or me or whatever?
Jay, tell people in the chat how tall I am.
Star
We've met
is
in real
actually tall.
life.
Star is actually tall. Star is like 5'11" or something like that. She is almost as tall as I am. She is
I am
big.
tall. Damn
Hey,
it.
how is everybody handling the fact that the universe is just being eaten?
Back of the mind.
I mean,
Okay,
it doesn't bother me that much.
I don't fucking know what to do about that.
New plane.
yeah, potential secondary question. How is everybody handling the fact that Tim is now like expressing that how are they handling Tim's like trauma?
As best as she
Experience.
can. Emery doesn't really know too much, but she's like, I'm doing my very best. Hugs. Well, I think she's like drawing upon energy of like, well, my sister freaked out once and hugs helped. Hug.
Is
Breathing.
Emery falling into her mommery role?
Absolutely. She would not like it if you called it that to her face.
Yes.
But absolutely.
Yes, we will make a mom out of her yet.
Beautiful.
I just once again want to stress, I forget who brought this up originally, but how funny it is that I basically made a character who is just like this grumpy asshole Sasuke type. And now she's the mom friend of the group. How did this happen?
Well, I think because you're the most standoffish, but also the only person who seems at all willing to deal with your emotional problems. And thus, by being like behind the 8 ball on where like a person ought to be healthy, you're still way ahead of the rest of the party.
Is that what it is?
Like shoving their feelings aside and rushing into whatever can distract them, you know?
Yeah. Sure.
Wow, this is awful. I'm going to go steal some valuables.
Those of us with feelings, I should say.
Those of us with feelings. Those of us with feelings. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
I'm 40% feelings.
Question from Annoying Mosquito. If one happens to not have a Twitter, which it's fine, no one has Twitter anymore, how would they get their art into the art reel asking for a friend? Either of the 2 Discords, as long as you attach whatever username you want or whatever platform you want to it, I can absolutely put it in there. My Discord is in the description, or rather in the info links on this very YouTube channel you were watching it on, or on the Twitch as well. It should be in the description below. You can find Stars somewhere special. You'll have to look for it.
Somewhere. I don't advertise it
Yeah.
because whenever I advertised it on YouTube, we got too many people joining and it was scary. But if you can find it, then you have earned the right to join.
That's right.
It's not hard to find.
From Rose, when are we getting the Vernon and Emery Freaky Friday episode? Who knows? But that's definitely a possibility. Everything's connected. Everybody.
Oh
Everything's connected.
Oh no.
Oh no.
We
no.
do this on a Friday.
Right. Question from Pantuflans. Randy, how you doing? I'm doing okay. It's all right. It's easy. Everything's fine. Question from Doodle-Oodle. What level of ass beating are Tim's parents getting? That's up to Tim. That's not me.
And me.
I think we're just
how
gonna
Emery's
fight
feeling.
Tim's parents.
It is on site on those motherfuckers.
There's a character that I have in another game who's very like upset because he's a barbarian and he never gets to fight. And his next encounter that he gets into, he's going to uppercut whatever enemy into the sun. So I feel like a lot of us are probably in that that space right now.
Very much, very much. Question from Purple Carrot, Typo Gaming. Question. Whoa, there's a twofer. There's a threefer. Wow, look at you.
Whoa.
Jay, did you change the time of the stream? No, it's always at 2 p.m. EST. 2 Star, how's the merch coming along? Absolutely need to do that.
Listen, I have a Kickstarter I'm in the middle of prepping for. Ask me in like a month.
Yeah, we'll see about it. Star is very busy. And 3 Jay, can you again? Can you say purple carrots? Purple carrots. Purple carrots. Purple carrots. Purple carrots. I don't know. Is there?
Why are we doing this?
I have
feel like
no
you're
idea.
saying it normal.
Yeah. Question again from Rose. Zoe, how do you feel about Tim's situation knowing that her map is 12 years out of date?
What an interesting question.
That is a very interesting question.
Of all of the things that have hurt you today, would that not getting an up-to-date map, where does that rank?
Okay, so for Tim, she's mad. They should know better. Like she's unhappy. It is inaccurate. She does not like inaccuracies. Rose, you and I can have a conversation at some point because we have things to talk about.
Yes. See, my lovely partner Rose, she figured out the basics of what I have done, like, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. Just guessed, because of course she knows me and she knows the fucked up things I would do in these situations. And so she guessed, and I had to tell her, don't tell people, please. And so she knows the gist, not the entirety of it. I think she will still be surprised at how bad this is, but it's bad, everybody.
Really?
Probably
Is it?
the worst thing I've done to an NPC since what I did to Rathgurther. All right, let's
First of all, I don't like the implication that my character is an NPC.
I didn't say you were the Rathgurther.
Oh no! Oh no!
There has to be
Folks,
one.
Jay's
a
not
very
making
common
it out of this
name.
live, just
My
to be
son is also
clear.
named Bort.
I have enjoyed being a living person for a little bit. It's been wonderful.
We don't know.
And just
Don't
with
worry
the
about what's going to be left to you, bud. Not much.
Yeah, and like with context, in our Thursday game, my character, like against her will, was like turned into a comet and destroyed like millions of people. And he says that Tim's thing is worse. Put the scale on that.
Girlfriend betray me, and this is worse than that.
Tim's parents are the ones eating the universe.
If you think Tim having a secret sibling is bad, you just wait.
No, but see, because that's having a secret sibling is bad, but like
Having a
it's
secret
the
sibling
implication
is
that
fun
there's
and
one in each
exciting.
tower is the part that I think is stings. You know,
That's true. Hey, folks, considering there's not a whole lot of extra questions in the chat right now, and because this is so interesting, you want to take the last maybe 5 minutes to spitball about what's happening? Because you all have enough clues that your characters could put this together, let alone you folks. We're all very intelligent.
Question.
Yes,
Tim's parents, all of the towers, are they all clock towers?
they're all clock towers.
If we look at the arrangement of them on the map, do they make a shape?
They make a perfect shape of some type. Yes.
Is the shape a
Is it
circle?
It is.
Is it the sexiest
It
shape?
is the sexiest shape. Yes.
now
It's a
that now we're going to
triangle,
reveal a bit
ladies
about
and gentlemen.
ourselves and see which shape we all find the sexiest.
Right.
Well,
It is-
we know that Jay thinks
Rose?
triangles are the sexiest because that information got dropped into my server a few days ago, completely unbidden, and I will
It
never
was
recover.
Hilarious.
I will
Uh,
never recover.
Rose, one for each tower, please.
One for each tower, please. Oh, good. I'm gonna get shot 10 times by Nerf darts. So I'm gonna have to answer this while I'm getting shot with Nerf darts. It is more important that it is in the shape of the perimeter of the forest.
The forest.
Wait, did Tim's parents have anything to do with With Mal coming
Man, her
through
aim's fucking good.
the portal?
Well, Maldris, that's an interesting question you ask. So God, this is actually harder than I thought.
I'm starting to feel a little bit bad. Not a lot.
Don't
No,
feel
just
bad.
a little bit.
I'm just impressed.
In fact,
Well, your
Maldris,
aim is impeccable.
that's a very poignant question, because you see, when you were forced out of the Feywild by a random and more powerful than normal portal, it was about the time when the clock stopped.
What? That portal's gone then. There's no way of going back through that, because that's something that Mal would have checked, right? If I could have gone back
Sure.
through that portal that brought me here.
Yep.
So it's gone.
Yep.
So I don't have evidence for this aside from what's been shown in the show. I could be wildly off base. And if I'm right, it's going to be very funny for me to say that. But I feel like Tim's parents are trying to open another portal to a plane that is not getting devoured by creatures. Perhaps they are trying to fuck off into another place.
Or something they have done resulted in the calamitous force that is devouring the universe.
I can see how you'd say
The calamitous force devouring the universe hates circles so much.
that.
Or they're like using it to power something else that they're doing, would be my guess.
The way I put it to Zoe when she asked almost this exact question is, what do clocks do?
Tick.
Measure.
They measure.
I'm too dumb to be involved in a conspiracy.
You sick fuck. You're loving this.
So much. Well, folks, we have 3 minutes left until the end of the stream, so I need to start doing my plug-in, because that's about how much time we got.
That's how much time you have left.
Me specifically.
Measure that on your clocks.
Yeah.
So in my last few moments, folks, first of all, I would like everyone to please thank the mods for watching over us today. That's Pronouns in my bio. That is Sly Fox, if she is still around. Indeed, they all help keep us safe. And they all have their own stuff, obviously, that you should go and see. For instance, if their links are able to show up, there we go. Yes, Sly Fox's Nirvana Crafts. It does a bunch of stuff like creation and knitting and crochet and all this other really cool little bits and babs. And obviously, Sam, I don't know, Sam, if you still do your flesh crafting, as you call it, the little bit of leather working, but it's some amazing hats, for instance, I saw earlier. Great stuff. And also, of course, a dedicated streamer and DM in his own right. Also, obviously, all of us here would like to thank all the new members. And of course, Jared, who gave us 100 new members today. So thank you all so very much. I hope you all enjoy our content. Let's start off with our sign-offs from Zoe.
I am Zoe B. You can find me on YouTube at Zoe B. I make video essays. I have one coming out, I don't know, a week or two. It is, I am aboard the struggle bus on it, but it's about imagination and the power of imagination and how we can all do better with that, and how maybe imagination is what we need to save the world? ? And that's it. That's all that I do. I don't have social media. Just look up Zoe B, and that's me.
Zoe B. Let's go with Ron.
Yes, hi, my name is Ron. If you've enjoyed this, you might want to check out my podcast called Just a Little Guy. Hawkfurs, who I think is in the chat, or maybe not, Daryl, just did a wonderful little
Hi,
video
Daryl.
about it, which I really appreciate that. Hi, Daryl. It's a podcast about monsters. I bring on people and we make monsters together, and it's a lot of fun. And yeah, you should go and check it out at justalittleguypod.com. That's Lil, L-I-L, not little.
Like
They'll
my
probably be
favorite
a link
rapper?
somewhere. Like your favorite rapper.
Good call.
And your least favorite rapper, for that matter.
There's a
Really
lot of
weird that
Lils.
they have that in common.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same person. I only know one rapper.
Yeah, fair enough.
Both the best and the worst.
Oh no.
Thought Slime.
I am Thought Slime. You can find me at youtube.com/@ThoughtSlime. I make videos about nothing in particular. And then also I have youtube.com/@ScaredyCatsTV, where I talk about horror movies and all the puppets therein. Those are the two things I do. And if you're looking to get more of me, that's where you can get it. Peace out.
Perfect. Jinx.
Oh no. I am the Wild Jinx. Right now I can mostly just be found on YouTube. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine.
And with the fire, the forest on fire in the background behind me, and Mal's like, yeah, everything's fine. Don't worry
Everything's
about
fine.
it. It's
It's all
cool.
kid- it's-
Yeah,
it's
that's me.
hunky-dory.
I'm Jinx.
Lastly, Star then.
Hi, I'm Star. You can find me pretty much everywhere at The Starfish Face. I am on YouTube and just released a new video today talking about my webcomic and stuff because its 9th anniversary was this month. But also, hey, underneath that video, you'll find a link for the Kickstarter for my webcomic that's coming up very soon. We're finally getting the first volume in print after 9 years, so that's exciting. If you want to make a webcomic for yourself, I have a book called How to Webcomic. You can find the link at thestarfishface.com. Learn how to make your own webcomics. And also, if you like D&D and adventures and stuff and more of this, I am currently working on not just recaps for What's Left of Us. That's a thing that I've started working on. I've been rewatching the show in the background. I'm also working on an hour and a half long video going over all of the events of our Thursday game, which is the one we do not stream. And I've posted a few clips for channel members and patrons. So if you're interested in that, I've been told that the 3 minutes I have already posted made several people cry. So yeah.
Perfect. Wonderful stuff.
Wahoo.
And lastly, on the Jaycorn, you found me at my channel. Hi, this right here. This is where we do all of our stuff. If you want to support the group here doing this production, please, our coffee link is in the chat here. You should definitely do that, or if you would like to continue being a member of our YouTube page here. Now, just before we leave, our lovely mod Sam has been pulling double duty with a charity stream today by a group called the GC Crew. So I'm setting up a raid for that on the Twitch channel, but if anyone in YouTube would like to go by and send them a friendly hello and just give them a quick little bump, please do so. I am told by Sam that they are a lovely group of people, and we should be sending them our very best. That's all for us for this month. Please tune in next month. We will be doing the exciting conclusion of this battle and delving into some family stuff just happened. Hard to tell. 31st of May, everybody. I will see you there. Have yourself a good night.